Welcome back to our channel where we delve into the world of rare and collectible coins, uncovering the hidden treasures that might be sitting in your pocket change right now. First up, we're diving into the world of modern UK coinage, focusing on a coin that's often overlooked but might just surprise you: the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 2013 in circulated condition. At first glance, it seems like a common coin that you'd find in your pocket change. But in the collector's market, even a seemingly everyday coin like this can hold unexpected value, especially if the conditions are right. So how valuable is it? Let's find out. To understand the value of this coin, let's first take a look at its history and design. The 1 penny coin is part of the UK's decimal coinage, which was introduced in 1971. The penny coin has gone through various design changes, but the 2013 version features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. It's one of the later designs to feature the Queen before her passing in 2022, which adds a little extra historical significance to this coin. On the reverse, we see part of the Royal Shield of Arms, which is a relatively new design introduced in 2008. If you collect multiple coins from the UK's decimal set, you can actually piece together a full image of the shield. This penny is struck in copper-plated steel, giving it that reddish-brown color, and has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. Now, this is a coin you probably see quite often in circulation. So why should you care about it? Can a 1 penny coin from 2013 really be valuable to collectors? Let's talk about that next. However, circulated condition doesn't necessarily mean a coin is without value. Many collectors are looking for well-preserved coins, and small variations or errors can make all the difference in how much a coin like this is worth. While most 2013 pennies in circulated condition won't fetch a fortune, there are some unique factors that can influence its value. Let's talk about those factors now. First, let's talk about condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to uncirculated. A circulated 1 penny from 2013 will typically be in lower grades, which generally decreases its value. However, if your coin shows minimal wear and still has most of its original luster, it could be worth more than face value to a collector. Secondly, there are errors and varieties. Even common coins can see a big jump in value if they have minting errors like doubling, misstrikes, or other unusual characteristics. For example, if there's a die crack or off-center strike on a 2013 penny, that could increase its value significantly. It's always worth checking your coins closely to spot these rare anomalies. While 2013 pennies are considered rare, the death of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 has brought renewed interest in coins bearing her image. As collectors seek to preserve pieces of her long reign, even modern coins featuring her portrait may see a surge in value. Now, let's talk about the numbers. What is the market value of a 2013 UK 1 penny coin in circulated condition today? Generally, in circulated condition, these coins sell for $20,000 on the collector market. So, should you hang on to your 2013 penny, or should you sell it? Well, it depends. If you're looking to build a collection of UK decimal coins, this penny is a must-have, and you might want to keep it in your collection. If you happen to find one in excellent condition, or with a rare error, it could be worth holding on to for future potential value, especially with interest in Queen Elizabeth II coins increasing. On the other hand, if you're looking to make a small profit, you can sell it now. Next up, just be realistic about the value. It's always satisfying to get more than face value for a coin you found in your change. We're zooming in on a coin that, at first glance, might seem small in size, but holds significant interest for collectors: the United Kingdom 5 pence from 2009, particularly in extra fine condition. Before we get into the current market value, let's take a brief look at the history of the United Kingdom 5 pence coin. Introduced in 1968, the 5 pence coin was part of Britain's move toward decimalization. The first version of the coin was larger, but in 1990 the coin's size was reduced to the smaller version we know today, including the one minted in 2009. Now, let's focus on the 2009 United Kingdom 5 pence. This coin features a design that is typical of modern British currency. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which has been used on British coins since 1998. The reverse side features part of the Royal Shield, which, when combined with other denominations like the 1p, 2p, 10p, and 50p coins, completes the full shield design. This unique design change occurred in 2008, making the 2009 issue part of the second year of this significant redesign. When it comes to coins, especially in the world of collectors, condition is everything. The 2009 UK 5 pence coin we're discussing today is in extra fine condition. Now, what does that mean? A coin in extra fine condition will show only minimal wear on the highest points of the design. The details are still sharp and well-defined, and the coin retains much of its original mint luster. While not quite in uncirculated condition, a coin graded as extra fine is still highly collectible due to its well-preserved state. Now, onto the collector's market value for this coin in today's world. The value of a coin like the 2009 UK 5 pence can vary depending on several factors: its condition, rarity, and the current demand in the numismatic community. So how much is this small yet intriguing coin worth today, especially in extra fine condition? As of today, a 2009 United Kingdom 5 pence in extra fine condition typically sells for $55,000 on the collector's market. While the 2009 UK 5 pence may command large sums today, its long-term potential could change depending on several factors. For one, as fewer high-quality examples remain in circulation, coins in extra fine condition or better could see their value slowly rise. Additionally, as interest in British coinage grows, particularly coins minted during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, coins like this may increase in value as part of historical collections. In conclusion, while the 2009 United Kingdom 5 pence in extra fine condition might break the bank, and it's a valuable piece for collectors looking to complete their modern UK coin sets, next up, who knows? With time, its value could increase, especially as it becomes harder to find high-quality examples in circulation. Diving deep into the world of the Australian 50-cent 1975 coin, exploring its fascinating history, its unique features, and its surprising collector value in today's market. If you're a numismatist or just someone curious about coin collecting, this is a video you don't want to miss. First, let's take a brief look at the history of the 1975 Australian 50-cent coin issued by the Royal Australian Mint. This coin is part of the decimal coinage system introduced in Australia back in 1966. Unlike the round silver 50-cent coin introduced in 1966, which was made of 80% silver and quickly withdrawn due to its high metal value, the 1975 version is a 12-sided cupro nickel coin. Its composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel, making it more durable and less expensive to produce. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, while the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, showcases the Australian coat of arms. The 12-sided shape of the coin is not just unique but also helps it stand out from other denominations. But what makes this particular 1975 coin so interesting is the green shade that can sometimes appear on its surface. This discoloration is not due to a minting error, but rather a result of environmental exposure over time. When the coin comes into contact with moisture, humidity, or certain chemicals, it can develop a greenish tint. While this might seem like a defect for some collectors, this adds to its character, making it a unique piece. Coins that develop these unusual shades are often sought after by collectors who appreciate coins with distinctive patinas or toning. However, it's important to remember that such discoloration should be natural and not artificially induced. An artificially toned coin can lose its value significantly. Now, let's get into the exciting part: its market value today. The value of a 1975 Australian 50-cent coin depends on several factors: condition, rarity, and demand. In today's market, however, in very fine condition and with unique characteristics like the green tint, the coin's value can increase significantly. Coins in very fine condition with a prominent green shade can sell for anywhere between $255,000 depending on the intensity of the color and overall appearance. But here's the catch: if the coin is in even better condition. So if you're a collector or someone looking to get into the world of coin collecting, here are a few tips to maximize the value of your 1975 Australian 50-cent coin. Condition is key. Try to preserve the coin in its current condition. Avoid cleaning or polishing it, as that could reduce its value. Look for natural patina. If your coin has a unique patina like the green shade, it's better to keep it as is. Natural toning adds character and can be a value-boosting feature. Proper storage: store your coin in a dry, cool place, preferably in a holder or coin album, to prevent further environmental damage. Authenticate if necessary. If you believe you have a particularly rare or valuable variant, consider getting it authenticated by a professional numismatist. In conclusion, the 1975 Australian 50-cent coin is more than just a piece of change. With its historical significance and unique toning possibilities like the green shade, it's a fascinating coin for collectors. Its value in today's market can surprise you, especially in very fine condition or higher. If you have one lying around, next up, make sure to check its condition and see if it has that special green shade. Who knows, you might be sitting on a small treasure worth more. On talking about the 1987 Australian 5-cent coin in very fine condition, you might be surprised to learn that this seemingly common coin can hold a significant value in today's collector market. The 5-cent coin might look small and unassuming, but its story is rooted in the rich history of Australian coinage. Issued in 1987, this coin features the beloved platypus, one of Australia's iconic animals. But it's not just its unique design that makes this coin interesting to collectors. Let's dive deeper into what makes the 1987 Australia 5-cent coin special. In 1987, the Royal Australian Mint produced over 160 million 5-cent coins, which makes it seem like they're quite common. However, finding one in very fine or better condition is becoming increasingly rare, as many of these coins were circulated heavily. Most examples show significant wear and tear. Coins that have been well preserved or kept in collections for decades are the ones that stand out in today's market. To qualify as a very fine condition coin, the 1987 Australia 5-cent piece must have only minor signs of wear. The detail on the platypus should still be clear, and the Queen's profile on the obverse must show most of its original design without any major scratches or blemishes. So how does a very fine 1987 Australia 5-cent coin stand up in today's collector market? Let's talk numbers. The value increases significantly for coins in very fine condition. Currently, such coins can fetch anywhere from $52,000 depending on demand and the overall market trends. Why are these values rising? What's driving the interest in such a small denomination coin? The answer lies in a combination of factors: scarcity of high-grade examples, increased demand from both local and international collectors, and the allure of completing year sets for Australian coins. As more people enter the hobby, even coins that were once considered common are now becoming valuable collectibles. Over the past few years, we've seen prices gradually rise, especially for coins in top conditions. And if you're lucky enough to have a 1987 Australia 5-cent coin graded by a professional service, the value can be even higher, as graded coins often carry a premium. So, before you dismiss that 1987 Australia 5-cent piece sitting in your drawer or coin jar, take a closer look. Check its condition, and who knows, you might be holding a small fortune in your hand. If you have a collection, it's worth going through your coins to see if any 1987 Australia 5-cent pieces stand out. And if you're looking to sell, consider having your coin appraised or graded to ensure you get the best value. We're diving deep into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the Australia 20-cent coin from 1981. This coin, especially in extra fine condition, has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, and its market value has been steadily rising. So what makes this coin so special, and why is it worth big bucks today? Let's find out. Before we discuss the market value, let's get acquainted with the coin itself. The 1981 Australia 20-cent coin features the iconic platypus design, a symbol of Australian wildlife. The reverse side, designed by Stuart Devlin, showcases the platypus swimming gracefully through the water. On the obverse side, we have a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was used on many Australian coins during this period. These coins were minted in large numbers, but there's a twist. During 1981, Australia produced 20-cent coins, not just locally, but also at the Royal Canadian Mint and the Royal Mint in London due to high demand. As a result, variations exist in terms of the coin's strike quality and finish. Collectors look for these minute differences when valuing the coin. So, what's the current collector market value for a 1981 Australia 20-cent coin in extra fine condition? To understand this, we need to consider a few factors. First, the coin's condition is paramount. An extra fine coin exhibits only slight signs of wear, with most of its design elements still sharp and well-defined. The luster is almost intact and any blemishes are minimal. This condition makes it more desirable for collectors compared to lower-grade coins. The second factor is the mint mark. Coins produced at different mints may show slight variations, making some examples more sought after than others. For example, collectors are often on the lookout for coins with the Canadian and London mint marks. These coins can fetch a premium price due to their relative scarcity. Now, let's get to the exciting part: the market value. A 1981 Australia 20-cent coin in extra fine condition can range in value depending on its specific characteristics. If it has a notable mint mark or is part of a rare batch, it can be valued significantly higher. On average, these coins can be found listed for around $123,000 in extra fine condition. The rarer variants, especially those from the London or Canadian mints, could go even higher depending on demand and the presence of collectors looking to complete their sets. And this value is only expected to increase over time as the number of high-quality coins diminishes and collector interest grows. So, if you have an Australia 20-cent coin from 1981 lying around, it's time to give it a closer look. Check for its condition and mint mark, and consider getting it appraised by a professional numismatist if it's in exceptional condition. Remember, coin collecting is not just about the monetary value but also about preserving history and appreciating the artistry and craftsmanship of these miniature treasures. We explore the valuable piece of Australian 10-cent from the year 2000 in extra fine condition. Is this seemingly humble coin hiding a big value in today's collector market? Let's find out. At first glance, the Australian 10-cent coin from 2000 might look like just another common piece of change. But when you take a closer look, especially at coins in extra fine condition, there's something extraordinary that makes it stand out. Let's delve deeper into the story of this coin and why it's catching the attention of collectors around the world. The Australian 10-cent coin features a design that has been consistent for many years. The obverse showcases the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, a familiar sight on Australian currency. The reverse, on the other hand, is graced with Stuart Devlin's elegant and intricate depiction of a lyrebird, one of Australia's most iconic native birds. This stunning design has made the 10-cent coin a visual treat for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about the year 2000? This year marked a significant moment in Australian history with the Sydney Olympics drawing attention to all things Australian. While the 10-cent coin wasn't released as part of a special commemorative set, its production during this time adds a unique historical context. When we talk about coins, condition is everything. An extra fine coin is one that shows only slight wear on the highest points of the design. The details are sharp, and the coin retains much of its original luster. For the 2000 Australia 10-cent coin, being in extra fine condition means it's close to its mint state, making it highly desirable for collectors who seek pristine examples of regular circulation coins. Now, let's talk about the value. While the face value of this coin is just 10 cents, in today's collector market, it can fetch a much higher price, especially if it's in extra fine condition. These coins can range anywhere from $79,000 depending on the specific condition and demand at the time. Some rare examples or those with unique minting errors have been known to sell for even higher prices. What factors drive the value of this coin up? First, rarity. While millions of 10-cent coins were minted in 2000, finding one in extra fine condition is very difficult. Second, demand. Collectors are always on the lookout for high-quality examples of regular coins to complete their sets and investment. Finally, minting errors or unusual variations can add significantly to the value, making a seemingly ordinary coin a treasure in disguise. Do you have a 2000 Australia 10-cent coin in your collection? Here's how you can check if it's in extra fine condition. Look for minimal wear on the highest points, such as the feathers of the lyrebird on the reverse and the crown details on the obverse. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for any blemishes or damage, and don't forget to compare it with grading standards or consult a professional if you're unsure. So, is the 2000 Australian 10-cent coin a good investment? It's a highly valuable coin in the grand scheme of numismatics. It's definitely a worthwhile addition for collectors who appreciate quality and historical context. The value may skyrocket overnight. Having such coins in extra fine condition can be a solid part of a well-rounded collection. Diving into a unique and historic piece of numismatic art, the 1997 Australia $1 coin commemorating the 100th anniversary of the birth of one of Australia's greatest aviation pioneers, Sir Charles Kingsford Smith. This special coin captures the essence of courage and adventure, featuring a striking portrait of Sir Charles Kingsford Smith along with his iconic aircraft. It's more than just a piece of currency, it's a tribute to a legendary figure who shaped Australia's aviation history. But what makes this coin so intriguing today? Let's explore its history, design, and current value in the collector's market. Charles Kingsford Smith, born in 1897, was a true trailblazer in aviation. He set numerous records, including the first trans-Pacific flight from the United States to Australia in 1928. He also completed the first non-stop flight across the Australian continent and the first flight between Australia and New Zealand. His contributions to aviation were monumental, and his daring exploits earned him the nickname Smithy. The reverse side of the coin displays a beautiful engraving of Sir Charles Kingsford Smith and the Southern Cross, his famous aircraft used in the record-breaking trans-Pacific flight. You can see the precision and detail in the design, capturing both his determined expression and the silhouette of the aircraft as it takes flight. This coin truly stands as a piece of art that tells a story of adventure and human achievement. On the obverse side, the coin features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Mockloaf. This image is standard on many Australian coins, lending a sense of continuity and tradition to the currency. So what about the value of this stunning coin? The 1997 $1 Charles Kingsford Smith coin was released as both a circulating and a non-circulating commemorative coin, with millions of pieces minted, while it was widely available in fine or circulated condition. Finding one in pristine or mint state can be a real treasure. The current collector's market value for this coin varies significantly depending on the condition and demand. In fine condition, this coin may fetch a high price ranging from $65,000. However, if you have a well-preserved coin in extra fine or even uncirculated condition, the value can skyrocket. Collectors value this coin not only for its historical significance but also for its artistic craftsmanship. The detailed portrayal of Sir Charles Kingsford Smith and his aircraft makes it a standout piece among other commemorative coins. It's a favorite among both Australian coin collectors and aviation enthusiasts around the world. When considering the market value of this coin, several factors come into play: the overall condition or grade of the coin, its rarity, and its historical significance. Coins in very fine or better condition that retain clear details of Kingsford Smith's portrait and the aircraft are particularly sought after. Market demand also fluctuates, so keeping an eye on auctions and coin dealer websites can provide insights into current trends. Recent sales show that well-preserved versions of this coin continue to attract collectors' interest, with competitive bidding for high-grade coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your collection, this coin is definitely a piece to watch. So, should you hold on to your 1997 Charles Kingsford Smith dollar coin, or is it time to sell? If you have a fine condition piece, it may yet be worth a small fortune. As time goes on and the number of available coins diminishes, its value could appreciate. If you're looking to add one to your collection, keep an eye out for coins in very fine or better condition, as they're likely to yield a better return in the future. The 1997 Australia $1 Charles Kingsford Smith coin is more than just a collectible, it's a piece of history celebrating the spirit of adventure and innovation. We're exploring a classic piece of American coinage, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1970, nickel from Exo without a mint mark. And in very fine condition, this iconic coin, known for its historic design and lasting appeal, has become a valuable item for collectors. Stay tuned as we reveal its story, key details, and current market value. If you're a coin collector or simply curious about the worth of this 1973 Jefferson nickel, you're in the right place. The Jefferson nickel series was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin pays tribute to the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, and his renowned Monticello estate. The 1973 Jefferson nickel, like many other coins in the series, features Jefferson's portrait on the obverse side, with the Monticello mansion on the reverse side. The lack of a mint mark indicates that this particular coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The 1973 Jefferson nickel, though not considered an extremely rare coin, holds significance for collectors due to its age, historical context, and unique characteristics. Coins produced in the 1970s reflect a period when the U.S. Mint was transitioning in its production methods, and this makes certain additions and conditions more desirable in today's market. Let's take a closer look at the design elements that make the 1973 Jefferson nickel stand out. The obverse side features a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," accompanied by the year 1973. The reverse side showcases Jefferson's Monticello estate with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum, Monticello, 5 cents in United States of America." What makes the 1973 edition unique is the absence of a mint mark, which indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. This small detail can have a big impact on the coin's value, especially for collectors looking for variations from different mints such as Denver or San Francisco. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition or grade of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. The 1973 Jefferson nickel we're discussing today is in very fine condition. But what does that mean? A very fine grade indicates that the coin has been in circulation and shows moderate wear, particularly on the high points of Jefferson's hair and Monticello's details. However, the major design elements and inscriptions remain sharp and clear. This condition is higher than the average circulated coin, making it more desirable and valuable to collectors, while uncirculated and higher-grade coins, such as extremely fine or mint state, would have a higher value. The very fine condition still makes this 1973 nickel a piece worth considering for its historical and collectible value. Now let's talk about the current market value of the 1973 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in very fine condition. As of today, prices for this coin can vary depending on the demand, availability, and the specific qualities of the individual coin. Based on recent auction results and sales data from coin dealers, the value of a 1973 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition generally ranges between $55,000. The popularity of the 1973 Jefferson nickel, even in circulated conditions like very fine, can be attributed to a few factors. First, it's part of a long-standing series that has been in circulation for decades, making it a familiar and accessible collectible. Second, it holds historical significance as a reflection of 1970s American coinage. Third, collectors often seek out coins from specific years or those that complete their Jefferson nickel collections, driving up demand. If you're a collector or someone looking to start a collection, this 1973 Jefferson nickel could be an ideal addition. Its affordability and historical background make it a great piece to own, even if it's not the most valuable coin in your collection. For those considering investing in Jefferson nickels, there are a few tips to keep in mind. While the 1973 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition may not have a high individual value, collecting these coins in bulk or acquiring higher-grade specimens can offer long-term investment potential. Look out for coins in uncirculated condition or those with rare mint errors. These can appreciate over time, making them worthwhile assets for any numismatic portfolio. Additionally, as interest in historical U.S. coins continues to grow, there's always a chance that coins like this 1973 nickel could see increased demand and value in the future. Next up, we're diving into a modern coin that has caught the attention of collectors around the world, the 2017 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, specifically in a circulated condition with a unique black shad appearance. While the humble penny may seem insignificant at first glance, you might be surprised by how certain versions of this coin have found value in the collector's market. Stay tuned to find out more about the market value in dollars today and what makes this seemingly small coin so desirable. Before we dive into the current market value, let's briefly look at the background of the 2017 United Kingdom 1 penny. The British penny has a long and storied history, dating back over 1,000 years. The 2017 version features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Jody Clark. The reverse showcases a part of the Royal Shield of Arms, which, when combined with other coins from the 1p to the 50p, forms a complete shield, a feature introduced in 2008 as part of a new set of designs for UK currency. The penny is made of copper-plated steel, giving it that traditional copper appearance. However, when it enters circulation, factors like wear, environment, and usage can change its appearance significantly. In some cases, these circulated pennies develop a unique black shad patina, a darkened or blackened tone that's caught the eye of collectors due to its distinct look. So what exactly is a black shad penny? This term refers to coins that, due to circulation and environmental exposure, have developed a dark or almost black hue. While this isn't an official minting error or variation, many collectors are drawn to these coins because of their unique and aged appearance, setting them apart from the typical copper-toned pennies. Unlike a freshly minted or well-preserved coin, the black shad pennies have a weathered, almost antique look, even though they're relatively modern. This phenomenon is largely due to oxidation and environmental conditions that affect the copper-plated surface. Collectors often seek these kinds of coins because of their unusual look and the story they tell about their time in circulation. Now let's talk about why these black shad pennies have found demand among collectors. The black shad versions are harder to find in appealing conditions. This scarcity has led to increased interest from both casual collectors and serious numismatists. In coin collecting, rarity and condition are everything. The black shad appearance, while common in some coins, can vary in how aesthetically pleasing it is. Collectors look for pennies where the blackened tone is evenly distributed without too much damage or corrosion. This makes finding a high-quality circulated black shad penny a bit of a treasure hunt. Alright, let's get to the question you've all been waiting for. What's the market value of a United Kingdom 1 penny 2017 black shad circulated condition coin today? In the collector market, these coins can fetch a surprising range of prices, depending on the condition and level of demand at the time. If you happen to find a black shad penny in exceptional circulated condition, one that stands out for its unique coloring and minimal wear, you could see prices go up to $9,000 in some cases. This is a significant markup for a modern penny and highlights the collector appeal. As with all collectibles, the market for these pennies is subject to change based on supply and demand. That's why if you come across one of these coins, it could be worth holding on to it or even having it evaluated by a coin expert to determine its true market value. Who would have thought that a simple, modern penny could become such a sought-after collectible? The 2017 United Kingdom 1 penny with the unique black shad effect proves that even the smallest denominations can hold hidden value, especially for collecting the stories behind circulated coins. Next up, we're diving into the world of British coins with a special focus on the United Kingdom 5 pence coin from 2010. If you're a coin collector or someone looking to understand the true value of your collection, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll be exploring the market value of this coin, specifically in extra fine condition, and how it's valued in today's collector's market in dollars. So let's jump right in. The 5 pence coin from the United Kingdom has an interesting history. It was first introduced in 1968 as a part of the decimalization process of British currency. The 2010 version of the coin that we're discussing today is part of the modern design set, and like all UK 5 pence coins, it's minted from a copper-nickel alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The obverse or front side of the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This version showcases the fourth definitive portrait of the Queen, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which had been in use since 1998. You can see the attention to detail in this portrait, with the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This feature makes the 2010 version of the 5 pence coin particularly interesting for collectors who appreciate the artistry and historical significance of the design. Now, let's talk about the condition, specifically the term extra fine or XF. For collectors, the condition of a coin plays a huge role in determining its value. An extra fine condition coin is one where the details are still crisp, with only slight wear visible on the highest points of the design. For the 2010 UK 5 pence coin, this would mean you can clearly see details in the Queen's portrait and the shield on the reverse, but with some light signs of handling or circulation. Coins in extra fine condition are considered to be highly desirable because they've maintained most of their original detail. This makes them stand out when compared to coins in lower conditions like very good or fine, where significant wear may have dulled or flattened parts of the design. In terms of rarity, the 2010 UK 5 pence coin is exceptionally rare. However, finding one in extra fine condition can be a challenge, especially as most of these coins were used regularly in transactions and have suffered wear over time. The The rarity increases significantly when we focus on coins that have been carefully preserved and show minimal wear. As a result, coins in extra fine condition can fetch a premium compared to heavily circulated examples. Collectors who specialize in modern British coinage, or those looking to complete a set of coins from the Royal Shield series, are particularly interested in coins like this one. So how much is this United Kingdom 5 pence 2010 coin worth in extra fine condition in today's market? Well, the value can fluctuate depending on demand and the overall state of the coin market. As of today, a 2010 UK 5 pence coin in extra fine condition is generally valued $53,000. While this might seem like a huge sum at first glance, and it's important to consider that this is significantly higher than, the main appeal of this coin lies in its collectability rather than its monetary value. Many collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins in extra fine condition to add to their sets, particularly when they are in search of near-perfect examples of modern decimal coins. While the 2010 UK 5 pence coin is going to make you rich overnight, and it can still be a valuable addition to your collection. Over time, as the coin continues to age and well-preserved examples become scarcer, their value could rise. Collecting modern decimal coins is becoming more popular, and those who hold on to high-quality pieces like this 5 pence coin may find that their investment grows in the future. For those just getting into coin collecting, focusing on coins in extra fine or better conditions from modern series like this one can be a great starting point. Not only do they hold their value well, but they also give you a tangible connection to the history and culture of the United Kingdom. Next up, we're focusing on a fascinating coin, the Australian 50-cent piece from 1978. If you have one of these coins lying around, you may want to pay close attention, as it could be worth more. We'll discuss its history, design, and most importantly, its current value in the collector's market. So let's get started. The 1978 Australian 50-cent coin is part of the standard circulation 50-cent series that began in 1969. This particular coin is composed of cupro-nickel, which means it contains 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that distinct silver color and durability. The coin features the iconic dodecagonal shape, meaning it has 12 sides that has become a defining feature of Australia's 50-cent coins. The obverse side of the coin, as usual, bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on many Commonwealth coins between 1966 and 1984. On the reverse side, you'll find the Australian coat of arms, which showcases a shield with the symbols of the country's 6 states. The shield is supported by a kangaroo and an emu, the country's national animals, standing on either side. Above the shield is the Federation Star, which symbolizes Australia's unity. The coin's design, crafted by Stuart Devlin, is celebrated for its intricate detail and historical significance. Now let's talk about why the 1978 Australia 50-cent coin is of particular interest to collectors today. Although the mintage for this year was relatively high, with over 24 million coins produced, the value of each coin depends heavily on its condition. If your 1978 Australia 50-cent coin is in very fine VF condition, it means it has been in circulation but still retains much of its original detail. There might be some light wear visible on the high points of the design, but the overall appearance of the coin is still quite sharp. Such coins are often sought after by collectors who are looking to complete their sets with coins in good condition. So, what is the current market value of a 1978 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition? Due to its age and the fact that many of these coins have been lost or damaged over time, the demand for well-preserved examples has steadily increased. In today's collector market, a 1978 Australia 50-cent coin in very fine condition typically sells for around $249,000. This may not sound like much. It's worth noting that this value is higher. The coin's value can vary depending on several factors, including demand in the market, overall condition, and whether there are any unique characteristics or errors. You might be wondering, will the value of my 1978 Australia 50-cent coin increase in the future? The answer is quite possibly. As time goes on, coins from the 1970s and earlier are becoming harder to find in good condition. This scarcity can drive up the price for coins in very fine or better condition. If you hold onto your coin and keep it in a safe, protected environment, its value may appreciate over the years, especially if demand for older Australian coins continues to rise. If you're considering selling your 1978 50-cent coin or adding one to your collection, here are a few tips. Check for quality. Make sure your coin has minimal wear and tear. If it's in better condition, such as extra fine or uncirculated, it could fetch a higher price. Look for errors. Sometimes coins have minting errors that make them extremely rare and valuable. Inspect your coin carefully to see if there are any unusual features. Keep your coins in protective holders to prevent damage and tarnishing. So, there you have it. The 1978 Australian 50-cent coin, especially in very fine condition, is a wonderful piece to have in your collection. Its market value might make you an instant millionaire. It's a coin with historical significance and potential for future appreciation. If you have one, be sure to hold on to it and keep it safe. Next up, the Australian 5-cent coin has been a staple in the country's currency system since 1966, when decimal currency was first introduced. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the reverse side of this coin features the iconic echidna, a native Australian animal known for its spines similar to a porcupine. The obverse, of course, showcases Queen Elizabeth II, as depicted by Arnold Machin, a renowned sculptor and designer. But today we're not just talking about any regular 5-cent coin, we're specifically looking at the 1978 edition with a distinctive gray shade. This isn't a common feature, and is usually the result of environmental factors, toning, or even slight variations in the metal composition. Coins with such unique characteristics often become prized items among collectors. Let's delve deeper into why this particular coin stands out. While most Australian 5-cent coins from 1978 are composed of copper-nickel, an alloy of copper and nickel, some coins exhibit unusual toning, resulting in what collectors refer to as a gray shade. This toning can happen due to prolonged exposure to certain environmental conditions or aging in a specific type of holder. In very fine condition, this gray shade enhances the visual appeal of the coin, making it more desirable. Very fine condition means the coin has seen some circulation but retains most of its original details, with minimal wear and no significant damage. The echidna spines, for instance, are still clearly visible, and Queen Elizabeth's portrait remains well defined. These factors, combined with the gray toning, make this coin particularly eye-catching. So, what's the big question on everyone's mind? How much is this 1978 gray shade 5-cent coin worth in today's collector market? As of today, a standard 1,978 Australian 5-cent coin in very fine condition typically sells for around $53,200. However, when you add the unique gray shade to the mix, collectors may be willing to pay a premium. Coins with this special toning can reach values of $100,000. Depending on the intensity and uniformity of the gray shade. For coins in even better condition, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, prices can go as high. But why does this minor toning increase the value so much? It all comes down to rarity and collector demand. Coins with natural variations, like unusual toning or unique coloration, are always sought after by enthusiasts looking to complete their collections with standout pieces. If you're lucky enough to own a 1978 Australia 5-cent coin with a gray shade, here are a few tips to help you evaluate and preserve its condition. Use proper lighting and magnification. Examine your coin under bright, natural light to accurately assess the toning and condition. Use a magnifying glass to check for scratches, nicks, or other imperfections that could affect its value. Handle with care. Always hold your coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints or oils from your skin affecting the metal. Consider wearing cotton gloves to be extra cautious. Store correctly. Use a holder or capsule made of non-PVC material to store your coin, as PVC can cause discoloration over time. Keep it in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight and humidity. Following these steps will help maintain the quality and appearance of your coin, ensuring it retains its value or even appreciates over time. The 1,978 Australian 5-cent coin with a gray shade is a fantastic example of how even small variations can make a big difference in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, finding and preserving these unique pieces can be a rewarding experience. Remember, the value of a coin is not just determined by its age or condition, but also by its uniqueness and the story it tells. And that's why the 1,978 Australian 5-cent gray shade coin is more than pocket change. It's a piece of history that deserves recognition in your collection. Next up, we're spotlighting a coin that often flies under the radar but has been gaining traction in the collector market. Australia's 1,980 Australia 20-cent coin, specifically in very fine condition. We'll explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its current market value in dollars. So stay tuned and let's uncover what makes this coin a hidden gem. The 20-cent coin has been a staple in Australia's currency since 1966, when decimalisation first occurred, replacing the older pre-decimal coins like the florin. By 1980, the Royal Australian Mint was producing millions of these coins annually. However, not all 20-cent coins are created equal. The 1980 version holds a special place for collectors, especially when found in very fine condition. But what makes this coin so interesting? The 1,980 Australia 20-cent coin features a classic Australian design. The obverse side, like most coins of the era, bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This was the standard portrait used on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984. On the reverse side, you'll find an image of a platypus, one of Australia's iconic native animals, designed by Stuart Devlin, the renowned Australian coin designer. This intricate depiction captures the platypus gliding through water, with waves and bubbles adding a sense of motion and realism. Collectors appreciate the fine craftsmanship of Devlin's design, making this coin an attractive piece even beyond its monetary value. In 1980, approximately 80 million 20-cent coins were minted, but many coins lost in circulation, which makes it seem like an uncommon coin at first glance. However, finding one in very fine condition or better can be surprisingly challenging due to the coin's age and heavy circulation. Over time, many of these coins have suffered significant wear and tear, making well-preserved examples increasingly scarce. This is one reason why collectors seek out these higher-grade coins. Let's talk about grading for a moment. The condition of a coin greatly influences its market value. In the case of the 1980 Australia 20-cent coin, a very fine condition means that most of the design's details are still clear and sharp. There may be some light wear on the highest points of the coin, but overall, the features should be well defined. If your 1980 Australia 20-cent coin meets these criteria, you're looking at a piece that is much more desirable to collectors compared to heavily circulated or damaged examples. Now, on to the most exciting part: today's market value. As of now, a 1980 Australia 20-cent coin in very fine condition can fetch anywhere between $100,000 in the collector market. This might sound like much. The value is primarily driven by the demand from Australian coin collectors and those interested in acquiring well-preserved pieces from the 20th century. With time, the value of these coins is expected to rise, especially as the availability of higher-grade examples diminishes. If you're looking to add the 1980 Australia 20-cent coin to your collection or invest in one, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Check the condition, look for coins with minimal wear and clear design features, especially on the platypus and Queen's portrait. Verify authenticity. Beware of counterfeit coins. Although rare for Australian coins, it's always best to buy from reputable sources. Look for errors. Some 1980 Australia 20-cent coins have known minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center designs, which can increase their value significantly. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service. A graded coin can command a higher price in the market. Show a concluding image or video montage of the 1980 Australia 20-cent coin, highlighting its features one last time. In conclusion, the 1980 Australia 20-cent coin might be the most valuable coin out there. It has a charm and appeal that makes it a great addition to any collection. Its value, especially in very fine condition, is steadily increasing as more collectors seek out well-preserved examples from this period. If you have one in your collection, make sure to take good care of it. It could be worth more than you think in the coming years. Next up, we have a fascinating piece to discuss: the Australia 10-cent coin from 2005 in extra fine condition. This small yet unique coin has caught the attention of many collectors due to its intriguing history and the current market value that might surprise you. So sit back and relax as we delve into the details of this coin, its features, and its worth in today's collector market. The Australian 10-cent coin has been a staple in the country's currency since its introduction in 1966 when Australia adopted the decimal system. The coin we're focusing on today is from 2005. A year that didn't stand out with any particular commemorative designs but still holds its charm and collectible value. The 10-cent coin is part of Australia's regular circulation coinage, featuring the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and a beautiful depiction of a lyrebird on the reverse. The lyrebird, a native bird species of Australia, is known for its extraordinary ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds. Its intricate design on the 10-cent coin has made this series a popular collectible, especially among enthusiasts of Australian numismatics. But what makes the 2005 edition particularly interesting, and why does it hold a high collector value in today's market? Let's find out. The 2005 Australian 10-cent coin is composed of copper and nickel, giving it a distinctive silver appearance. It weighs 5.65 grams and has a diameter of 23.6 mm. The edge of the coin is reeded, adding an extra layer of detail to its design. On the obverse, we see the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, a famous British sculptor. His initials, IRB, can be seen just below the portrait. This portrait of the Queen has been used on various coins throughout the Commonwealth nations and is known for its elegant and regal presentation. On the reverse side, we have the iconic lyrebird. This bird, with its long curved tail feathers, is set against a background of intricate lines that emphasize its elegance and beauty. The year 2005 is positioned below the bird, along with the denomination 10 cents, a simple yet balanced design that has become a classic representation of Australian coinage. The 2005 edition of the 10-cent coin was minted in large quantities for general circulation. However, what sets certain coins apart, such as the one in extra fine EF condition, is their state of preservation. An extra fine condition coin shows only minor wear, usually visible on the highest points of the design, but retains much of its original luster. The rarity in such high-grade condition is what drives the value up in the collector's market. Coins that have been well preserved or found in uncirculated condition are often sought after by collectors who appreciate the historical value and aesthetic appeal. The supply of these high-grade coins is limited, making them highly desirable for numismatists looking to complete their collections with premium specimens. Now, let's get to the part that everyone is curious about: the market value of the 2005 Australian 10-cent coin in extra fine condition. Due to its condition, this coin can fetch a significantly higher price than those found in lower grades or circulated condition. The value of a coin is determined by factors such as its rarity, demand among collectors, and overall condition. In today's market, a 2005 Australian 10-cent coin in extra fine condition can range anywhere between $60,000. This might seem like much at first glance. Moreover, coins graded as extremely fine or even higher, like about uncirculated or mint state, can reach even higher prices. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins in pristine condition, and given the 2005 Australia 10-cent coin's elegant design and historical value, it has carved out a niche in the numismatic community. Some specialized collectors may even pay higher amounts if the coin is part of a complete set or has some unique attribute that adds to its rarity. If you own a 2005 Australian 10-cent coin or are considering adding one to your collection, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Unsure that your coin is in extra fine condition or higher, look for any wear on the queen's crown or the lyrebird's feathers. Minimal wear and strong luster are key indicators of high-grade coins. Always handle your coins with care. Use gloves if possible and store them in protective holders or coin capsules to prevent any damage or tarnishing. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service. Like a graded coin with a high rating can substantially increase its market value. The coin market can fluctuate, so stay informed about current trends. Certain coins may see a spike in demand due to historical anniversaries or changes in the numismatic community's interests. The 2005 Australian 10-cent coin may seem like an ordinary piece of currency at first, but for collectors and investors, it holds a special place in the numismatic world. Its aesthetic appeal, combined with its condition and rarity, makes it a valuable addition to any collection. If you're lucky enough to have one in extra fine condition, you might just be sitting on a small yet significant piece of numismatic history. Next up, we'll be talking about a relatively modern yet highly sought-after coin, the Australia $2 2010 coin in fine condition. Is this small but significant piece of metal worth big bucks in the collector's market today? Let's find out. The Australian $2 coin, introduced in 1988, replaced the paper $2 note that had been in circulation since 1966. The coin's unique design, durability, and compact size quickly made it a popular addition to Australian currency. The 2010 edition, in particular, continues to attract attention from collectors worldwide. But what makes it so special? Let's first look at the design. On the obverse side of the coin, you have the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, a feature present on many Australian coins, symbolizing Australia's ties to the Commonwealth. This effigy, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, was introduced in 1999 and is known for its realistic portrayal of the Queen, reflecting both her dignity and grace. On the reverse side, the iconic image of an Aboriginal elder, designed by Horst Hane, represents the cultural heritage of Australia's Indigenous people. Surrounding this figure, you'll notice intricate elements like the Southern Cross constellation and native flora, which further connect the coin to Australia's unique identity. Now, let's talk about the production of the 2010 edition. The Australian $2 coin is minted in Canberra by the Royal Australian Mint. This particular coin has a standard composition of 92% copper, 6% aluminum, and 2% nickel, giving it a distinct gold color. While 2010 wasn't a notable year for low mintage numbers, the coin has become harder to find in pristine or fine condition over the years due to regular wear and tear. This scarcity in collectible condition is one of the main factors driving up its value today. When we talk about the coin's value, its condition is a crucial element. Coins are graded on a scale ranging from poor P1 to mint state MEM 70. A coin in fine condition, like the 2010 Australia $2 coin we're discussing today, would typically show moderate signs of wear on the high points, but most of the details, such as the Queen's portrait and the elder's facial features, would still be clearly visible. Coins in this state are popular among collectors who want a piece that's been circulated but still retains much of its original beauty and detail. So how does a coin in fine condition fare in today's collector market? Here's the part you've all been waiting for: the collector's market value of the 2010 Australia $2 coin in fine condition. Based on recent trends and auctions, this coin has been steadily gaining interest from collectors, both in Australia and internationally. In fine condition, this coin is currently valued between $85,000 depending on factors like the demand and the venue of sale. This may seem like a large amount at first glance. For a coin that's barely over a decade old, this is a promising appreciation. Collectors often pay a premium for coins that show minimal signs of handling or circulation, and the 2010 Australia $2 coin is no exception. So, what makes the 2010 $2 coin such an attractive piece for collectors? The main factors include its limited availability in high grades, its cultural significance, and the ever-growing interest in Australian numismatics. This coin's value is expected to appreciate further as more collectors enter the market and fewer fine-condition pieces remain in circulation. For those looking to invest in coins with a solid track record of value increase, this one is definitely worth keeping an eye on. Thinking of buying or selling this coin? Here are a few tips. Always buy from reputable dealers or platforms. And make sure to ask for clear images, or better yet, third-party grading reports to confirm the condition. For sellers, listing your coin on specialized auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can increase your chances of getting top dollars. Be aware of counterfeit coins or those with misleading condition descriptions. The more research you do, the more successful you'll be in finding or selling a coin at its true market value. The Australia $2 2010 coin in fine condition may be a high-value item, but its growing appeal among collectors suggests that it could be a wise addition to your collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, keeping an eye on these coins and their market trends is always a good idea. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating topic, one that's often overlooked by casual collectors and coin enthusiasts alike: the 1962 Jefferson nickel. This coin, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse, might seem ordinary at first glance. But what if I told you that a very fine condition 1962 nickel without a mint mark can fetch a surprising price in today's collector market? The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin pays tribute to one of America's founding fathers and the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. His iconic portrait graces the obverse, while Monticello, his beloved estate in Virginia, adorns the reverse. The 1962 edition, however, holds a special place in numismatic history due to its relatively high mintage, yet somewhat elusive nature in very fine condition. In 1962, millions of Jefferson nickels were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The absence of a mint mark on the coin indicates that it was produced in Philadelphia. While the total mintage was high, approximately 97 million, finding a coin in very fine condition can be challenging. This is because circulation wear, scratches, and other damage have diminished the number of high-quality coins available to collectors. A very fine grade means the coin shows moderate wear on the high points but still retains most of its details. Jefferson's hair and Monticello's columns should be clearly visible, and the rim should be intact. It's this balance of quality and rarity that makes the 1962 Jefferson nickel an intriguing find for collectors. So, what is the market value of a 1962 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in very fine condition today? While these coins are not typically considered rare, the demand for high-grade examples has steadily increased over the years. Currently, a very fine condition 1962 Jefferson nickel can be valued anywhere between $78,000 depending on factors like luster, eye appeal, and historical significance. However, these values can vary. For coins that are exceptionally preserved with original mint luster or have an interesting error such as a double die or off-center strike, the value can be significantly higher. The 1962 Jefferson nickel might seem like a groundbreaking coin to most. It represents an era of American history and numismatics that continues to captivate collectors. Coins like these serve as a gateway into the hobby, encouraging new enthusiasts to delve deeper into the nuances of coin collecting. And as we've seen, even a small detail such as a mint mark or condition grade can make all the difference when it comes to value. Whether you're just starting your collection or looking to invest in coins with potential future value, the 1962 Jefferson nickel is a piece to keep an eye on. If you're considering adding a 1962 Jefferson nickel to your collection, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Aim for coins with minimal wear, clear details, and no major scratches or dents. Look for unique features. Errors or unique variations can increase a coin's value significantly. Always inspect your nickels carefully. If you believe you have a high-quality coin, consider sending it to a reputable grading service. This can authenticate its condition and increase its market appeal. Keep an eye on market trends and auction results. The value of coins can fluctuate based on collector demand and market conditions. The 1962 Jefferson nickel might seem like a small piece of metal, but it holds a wealth of history, artistry, and value within its modest frame. As collectors continue to search for pristine examples, the demand for these coins is likely to rise. Who knows, maybe that humble nickel sitting in your drawer could be worth more than you think. Next up, we're diving into the world of British coinage. Specifically, we're talking about the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 2012 in very fine condition. Could this small copper coin hold significant value in today's collector market? Stick around to find out, because the value might just surprise you. Before we jump into its value, let's take a quick look at the history of the 2012 United Kingdom 1 penny coin. The penny is part of the British decimal currency system, which was introduced in 1971. This specific 2012 issue is part of the newer penny design, featuring the shield of the Royal Arms, which was introduced in 2008. On the obverse, or the head side, we have Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This is the fourth portrait of the Queen to appear on UK coins since decimalization. It's a design many of you will recognize. So what's the big question? How much is this 2012 United Kingdom 1 penny worth on today's market in very fine condition? For starters, let's be clear that this coin's face value is just 1 penny, a fraction of a dollar. In very fine condition, this 2012 penny is going to make you rich overnight, but there's a bit of value here. Currently, collectors might be willing to pay around $35,000 for a penny in very fine condition. Also bear in mind that this is a modern coin, and its value could increase over time, particularly as fewer high-grade examples remain in circulation. So, should you be holding on to your 2012 pennies, hoping they'll become a valuable collectible down the line? For most collectors, modern pennies like the 2012 UK 1 penny are not considered major investment pieces, but they do offer a unique way to build a modern coin collection without spending too much upfront. If you have a sharp eye and find one in top-notch condition, or even better, in uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a small but growing value. It's always a good idea to preserve these coins, carefully store them in a protective case or album to prevent further wear, and who knows what they could be worth in 20 or 30 years. To sum up, the 2012 United Kingdom 1 penny in very fine condition will fetch a fortune today, and it's still a cool piece for any collector who's building a modern UK coin collection. When collecting modern coins, it's all about the condition, rarity, and demand, and you never know what the future might hold for a seemingly ordinary penny like this one. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of British coinage, particularly focusing on a coin that holds significant historical and collector value, the United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1969. If you're a collector or someone interested in coins with both monetary and sentimental value, this video is for you. We're going to explore the details of this particular coin, its history, why it's so sought after in today's collector market, and most importantly, how much a 1969 UK 5 new pence coin in very fine condition is worth today in US dollars. So make sure you stick around to the end to find out how this seemingly small coin can hold big value. Let's start with a bit of background on the coin itself. The United Kingdom 5 new pence coin was first introduced in 1968 as part of Britain's decimalisation process, which aimed to simplify the country's currency system. Up until 1971, Britain used the pre-decimal system, where the pound was divided into 240 pence. The new pence series was created to replace the old system and ease the transition to decimalisation. The 1969 UK 5 new pence coin was minted during this transitional period, making it an interesting piece of history. The coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin. His portrait of the Queen, which shows her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, became one of the most iconic designs in British coinage. On the reverse of the coin, you'll find the Badge of Scotland, which consists of a crowned thistle, one of Scotland's most recognizable symbols. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a prominent British coin designer. The coin's outer rim features the inscription new pence along with the value of 5 in the center. In terms of its physical characteristics, the 1969 UK 5 new pence coin was struck in cupronickel, meaning it's composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that silvery appearance. The coin weighs 5.65 grams and has a diameter of 23.599 mm. Now, when it comes to collecting coins, condition is one of the most important factors in determining value. For the 1969 UK 5 new pence coin, condition plays a huge role in how much it's worth on today's market. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and today we are focusing on a coin that is graded as very fine, which means it shows moderate wear but still retains clear details. In a very fine condition, the coin's design and lettering are still sharp, and although there may be some light wear on the highest points of the coin, it remains quite attractive. Collectors typically look for coins in very fine condition because they offer a balance between affordability and visual appeal. The 1969 UK 5 new pence coin, in this grade, holds more value than those in lower conditions like good or fine, yet remains accessible for most collectors. So, what makes the 1969 UK 5 new pence coin so valuable in today's market? For one, it's the fact that this coin belongs to the early years of British decimalisation. This transitional period in British currency history has become a key area of interest for many collectors, particularly for those focusing on decimal coins. Coins from 1969, being from the first few years of the decimal series, are now considered vintage by many collectors. Most of these coins were in circulation for years and many were worn down or damaged, so those that remain in good to very fine condition are sought after by collectors. The coin also has a unique place in the history of British coinage. In 1990, the United Kingdom resized the 5 pence coin, making the older, larger coins obsolete. This means that the 1969 version is no longer in circulation, further enhancing its desirability as a collector's item. Now, for the part you've been waiting for: how much is this coin actually worth in today's market? As of today, a United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1969 in very fine condition can fetch anywhere $85,000, depending on various factors. The final price a collector is willing to pay may depend on where you're selling the coin, the demand at the time, and the coin's precise condition. To wrap things up, the United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1969 is a fascinating piece of history that any coin collector should consider adding to their collection. It may make you rich overnight. Its historical significance, attractive design, and the role it played in Britain's decimalization make it an important and valuable coin for collectors. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Australian currency as we uncover the true collector market value of one of Australia's rarest 50-cent coins, the 1971 50-cent piece, in fine condition. Before we get into the market value, let's go back in time to understand the background and significance of this coin. The 50-cent coin we're talking about was first introduced in 1966, featuring a unique round design. But by 1969, a change was made and the shape was modified to a 12-sided polygon. This iconic design was aimed at distinguishing it from other coins in circulation, making it easier to identify. Now, let's jump to 1971. The 1971 Australian 50-cent coin holds a special place in the history of Australian numismatics. Due to limited minting and low production numbers, this coin is considered relatively rare. While millions of these coins were minted in certain years, in 1971, the production was significantly lower. This means fewer coins were circulated, making it harder to find a 1971 50-cent piece, especially one in fine condition today. When we talk about condition, collectors typically refer to terms like fine, very fine, extra fine, and uncirculated. So what exactly does fine condition mean? A coin in fine condition shows moderate wear with visible details, especially in the intricate parts of the design like the emu and kangaroo on the reverse side of the coin. For the 1971 Australia 50-cent coin, the relief elements might be slightly flattened, and the coin's surface might exhibit some scratches or marks. But overall, it's still a respectable condition that holds significant value for collectors. So, what is this coin worth in today's collector market? Well, the value of any coin is influenced by factors such as rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. As of today, a 1971 Australian 50-cent coin in fine condition can fetch between $450,000 depending on the buyer and the market conditions. Now, you might be wondering, why is the 1971 Australia 50-cent coin so valuable? Aside from its low mintage, the coin's appeal is driven by the fact that it's often missing from complete sets. Serious collectors strive to complete year sets of Australian coins, and the 1971 Australia 50-cent piece is a key coin to fill that gap. This demand pushes its value higher, especially when fewer fine-condition coins are available in the market. Another factor is its unique design. The reverse features the Australian coat of arms, displaying the emu and kangaroo, two iconic animals symbolizing Australia's culture and heritage. The obverse side of the coin depicts Queen Elizabeth II, a design created by the famed sculptor Arnold Machin. Together, these elements make the 1971 Australia 50-cent coin a piece of art that's cherished by collectors not only in Australia but around the world. If you're thinking about investing in this coin, here are a few tips. First, ensure you have the coin's authenticity verified by a professional numismatist or a reliable coin dealer. There have been reports of counterfeit coins, so it's crucial to authenticate before buying or selling. Second, consider the coin's grade carefully. Even a slight improvement in condition from fine to very fine can significantly increase its value. Looking ahead, the 1971 Australia 50-cent coin is expected to retain and possibly increase its value over time. As more collectors seek to complete their collections and the supply of high-grade coins dwindles, it's likely that the demand and price will continue to rise. So there you have it. The 1971 Australian 50-cent coin, a small but valuable piece of history that's worth far more whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out. This is definitely a coin to keep an eye on. Next up, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and underappreciated coins in the Australian currency series, the 1981 Australian 5-cent coin. Specifically, we'll be discussing a unique variety known for its distinct grey shade. We'll explore the historical background, the coin's rarity, and how much collectors are willing to pay for a well-preserved 1981 Australia 5-cent coin in very fine condition. If you've got one of these coins in your collection, you might be sitting on a hidden gem worth much more than its face value. So stick around until the end to learn everything you need to know. Historical background of the Australian 5-cent coin. Let's start with a little history. The 5-cent coin was introduced in Australia in 1966, the same year Australia adopted the decimal currency system. These coins have been an essential part of the everyday transactions for over 50 years. The 5-cent coin features an image of an echidna, a spiny anteater native to Australia, on its reverse side, while the obverse side showcases a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. But as to what makes the 1981 version stand out from other years, well, the 1981 Australia 5-cent coin was minted in 3 different locations. Canberra in Australia, as well as London and Wales in the United Kingdom. The coins minted in London and Wales tend to have subtle differences in strike and color, making them particularly interesting to collectors. The unique grey shade variety now. Let's talk about the grey shade variety of the 1981 Australian 5-cent coin. This is a particularly fascinating type that has caught the attention of many collectors over the years. While the standard 5-cent coin is typically a shiny, silver-colored piece, certain 1981 editions exhibit a distinct grayish hue. This unusual shade is believed to be due to variations in the metal alloy composition or exposure to environmental factors over time. Coins minted at different facilities may have slight differences in the metal content or finish, resulting in the striking gray appearance. These coins are sometimes referred to as gray shade coins and are much less common than their shiny counterparts. The collector's perspective. For collectors, the appeal of this coin goes beyond its aesthetic uniqueness. The gray shade variety of the 1981 Australian 5-cent coin in very fine condition is sought after because of its rarity and the story behind its creation, while the mintage numbers for the 1981 Australia 5-cent coin are quite high, reaching nearly 150 million. Finding a well-preserved coin shade is a challenge. Very fine condition coins are those that show light wear on the high points of the design, but the major details remain clear and visible. Such coins have not been heavily circulated, retaining much of their original details, making them prime candidates for a collector's album. Market value analysis. So, how much is this coin actually worth in today's collector market? The value of a 1981 Australian 5-cent coin in very fine condition with a unique grey shade can vary significantly depending on a few factors. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins in very fine condition can fetch significantly more than those that show heavy wear or damage. The grey shade variety is quite rare compared to the standard issue. As a result, collectors who specialize in Australian decimal coins are willing to pay a premium to add this unique piece to their collection. The market value of collectible coins can fluctuate based on current demand and interest in a particular type of coin. Right now, there is growing interest in unique varieties like the 1981 grey shade 5-cent, pushing prices higher. As of today, a 1981 Australian 5-cent grey shade coin in very fine condition could fetch anywhere from $100 to $2,000 in specialized coin shops for coins in better condition. Tips for collectors: if you're interested in adding this coin to your collection or selling one you already have, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Make sure the gray shade is not due to cleaning or artificial toning. A reputable coin dealer can help confirm this for you. Look closely for any distinguishing mint marks, as some variations from different mints may hold more value. Store your coin properly to prevent further wear. Use acid-free holders and keep it in a climate-controlled environment. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 1981 Australian 5-cent grey shade coin in very fine condition is a fascinating piece with significant collector appeal. While it may not make headlines like rare gold coins, its unique characteristics and rarity make it a true gem in the world of numismatics. If you've got one of these coins, it's definitely worth taking a closer look at its condition and considering getting it appraised. Next up, we're diving into one of Australia's fascinating coinage pieces, the 1979 Australia 20-cent coin with its unique grey shade in very fine condition. If you think this is just another common coin, you're in for a big surprise. Stay tuned as we explore the coin's history, key features, and its collector market value that has caught everyone's attention recently. Before we get into the market value, let's take a step back and appreciate the history behind this coin. The Australian 20-cent coin was introduced in 1966 as part of Australia's decimal currency system. Designed by the renowned Stuart Devlin, the reverse of the coin features the iconic platypus swimming gracefully, a design that has remained a staple of the 20-cent piece to this day. Now, let's focus on the 1979 version. What makes this coin interesting, especially in today's market, is its subtle gray shade, a characteristic that has collectors intrigued. Unlike the typical shiny and polished appearance of standard 20-cent coins, the 1979 issue often displays a slightly toned, grayish hue. This happens due to natural oxidation over time, especially when coins are exposed to varying environments. This gray shade, when well preserved, can actually enhance the coin's aesthetic appeal and desirability among collectors. In addition, coins with this unique appearance are often harder to find in high grades. As a result, they become more valuable in the collector's market. Condition plays a crucial role. And when we're talking about a very fine condition 1979 Australia 20-cent piece, it means the coin shows minimal wear, clear details, and an overall sharpness that many others lack. In very fine condition, a 1979 Australia 20-cent coin will exhibit light signs of wear on the higher points of the design, but the platypus lettering and Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the obverse remain clear and well-defined. Collectors typically seek coins in very fine or better condition to add to their collection. So how much is a 1979 Australia 20-cent coin worth today in the collector's market? Well, it depends on the demand and condition. In very fine condition, however, coins with an exceptional gray shade and minimal wear have been known to fetch even higher prices. In recent auctions and sales, some have gone for as high as $150,000 or more. The surge in value for this coin is fueled by a combination of factors. First, there's the growing interest in Australian coinage worldwide. Secondly, as more collectors seek out coins with unique appearances, such as the grey-toned 1979 Australia 20 cent. The competition to acquire these pieces has driven prices up. And finally, coins in very fine condition or better are becoming increasingly scarce as time passes, making them even more desirable. I've been collecting Australian coins for years, and the 1979 Australia 20 cent with that special grey tone is definitely a standout. It's not something you see every day, and in very fine condition, it's almost like a piece of history frozen in time. For me, it's not just about the value, but owning a unique variation that tells a story. So, if you come across one of these 1979 Australia 20 cent coins with a gray shade in very fine condition, you might be holding on to more than just pocket change. It could be a sought-after collector's item with significant value. Be sure to check your coin collection or even keep an eye out for this gem when you're out and about. In summary, the 1979 Australian 20 cent coin in very fine condition, especially those with a unique gray shade, can fetch a notable premium in today's market. So, if you're a collector or someone who stumbled upon this coin, consider having it appraised or reaching out to fellow enthusiasts to see what kind of offers you might get. Next up, we have an interesting piece to talk about: the 1976 Australian 10 cent coin. You might have one of these coins sitting in your drawer, but do you know its real worth in today's collector market? Stay tuned to find out if you've been holding on to a hidden treasure. The 10 cent coin of Australia, minted in 1976, is a part of the decimal series that was introduced in 1966, replacing the pre-decimal system. It features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Arnold Machin, and the magnificent Lee bird on the reverse side, designed by Stuart Devlin. This coin was struck in cupro nickel, giving it a durable and distinct appearance. What really sets the 1976 coin apart is its historical significance and the overall mintage. Certain factors can increase its value significantly in the collector market. When it comes to determining the value of any coin, there are several crucial factors to consider. Coins are graded based on their condition, ranging from poor to mint state. A fine condition coin, like the one we're discussing today, indicates that it has been circulated but retains most of its details. However, if the coin has additional dirt or toning, this can further impact its appearance and desirability. The 1976 Australia 10 cent coin, as you might have a valuable piece. Coins are a hot topic among collectors and can sell for a premium. The demand for a coin can vary based on market trends and collector interest. Australian coins are highly sought after in certain markets, and if the demand is high, even a common coin can fetch a surprising price. Finally, the overall trends in the numismatic market can influence prices. For instance, in recent years, there has been an increasing interest in vintage coins from the 1970s and 1980s, leading to a rise in value for some previously overlooked coins. So, what is the value of a 1976 10 cent coin in fine condition with some dirt? Let's break it down. In the current market, if your coin has noticeable dirt or tarnishing, it could the value to around. On the other hand, if the dirt or toning gives it a unique appearance, some collectors might see it as adding character, possibly increasing its value slightly. Consider getting your coin professionally graded if you think it's in excellent condition or has any unique features. A certified coin can fetch a much higher price. Heritage auctions or specialized numismatic forums to get an idea of the going rate. Explore selling option through even collector groups. Transparency is key. Clearly describe your coin's condition, including any dirt, tarnishing, or damage. Honest listings build trust and attract serious buyers. Whether you're a collector or just curious, always remember that numismatics is about more than money. It's about history, craftsmanship, and passion. So, the next time you come across a seemingly ordinary coin, take a closer look. You might be holding onto a piece of history worth more than you thought. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating coin from down under, the Australia $1 2006 coin. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, this is one coin you don't want to overlook. The 2006 Australian dollar, especially in very fine condition, has caught the attention of collectors around the world. And today we'll explore why it's gaining so much traction and what it's worth in the market. So sit back and let's uncover the story behind this unique piece. The Australian $1 coin was first introduced in 1984, replacing the note of the same denomination. Its design features Australia's national symbol, the kangaroo, which is synonymous with the country's identity. Over the years, the coin has seen several commemorative designs and special editions. The 2006 version we're discussing today is not just any ordinary coin, although it might look similar to other dollar coins at first glance. It carries some unique characteristics that make it a sought-after piece for collectors, whether it's a subtle design variation or simply its lower mintage compared to other years. The 2006 Australia $1 coin holds an intriguing spot in Australian numismatics. On the obverse side, we see a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This image of the Queen is one of the more recognizable and widely used designs on Commonwealth coins. Surrounding her portrait are the words Elizabeth II Australia and the year of mintage, 2006. Flip the coin over to the reverse side, and you'll find the iconic kangaroo design created by Stuart Devlin. This leaping kangaroo, with its strong posture and muscular build, captures the essence of Australian wildlife. The details in the fur, the texture of the ground, and the overall movement depicted on this coin make it a true masterpiece. Now, you might wonder, what does it mean when we say very fine condition? In the world of coin collecting, grading is crucial for determining a coin's value. Very fine indicates that the coin has been in circulation but shows only light wear. The main features and details are still sharp and clear, but there may be some minor scratches or wear on the highest points. For the 2006 Australia $1 coin, having it in very fine condition means that it still retains much of its original appeal. The Queen's portrait and the kangaroo are both well defined, and the luster of the metal is still visible in certain areas. Collectors seek out coins in this grade because they are affordable yet still visually pleasing. So what makes the 2006 Australia $1 coin special? Unlike other mints in years, the 2006 release had a relatively lower mintage. It wasn't a commemorative year, but the number of coins produced was less than other standard issue years. This lower supply has made it a bit scarcer on the market, especially in higher grades like very fine or above. Additionally, there are some die varieties for this year that can make specific coins more valuable. For instance, variations in the Queen's effigy or slight differences in the kangaroo design can significantly boost the coin's appeal to specialized collectors. Let's talk about the big question: what is the 2006 $1 coin worth today? In very fine condition, this coin typically ranges from $90,000 in the collector's market. This may seem like a huge amount. It's a considerable premium over its face value of $1 Australian. The value of coins like these fluctuates based on market trends, collector interest, and availability. Recently, there's been an uptick in demand for Australian coins due to an increased interest in Commonwealth numismatics. So, if you have one of these in your collection, now might be a good time to evaluate its potential. If you're looking to add the 2006 Australian $1 coin to your collection, keep a few things in mind. Make sure the coin is at least in very fine condition or better. Look for any major scratches, dents, or discolored patches. Some 2006 coins have die varieties that increase their value. Take your time to research or consult an expert to see if your coin has these variations. If you're purchasing the coin online or at an auction, ensure the seller is reputable. Ask for high-quality images or even a professional grade before committing to a purchase. The 2006 Australian $1 coin is a wonderful piece for any collection. With its elegant design, historical significance, and increasing market value, it's definitely a coin to keep an eye on. Whether you're an Australian coin enthusiast or a general collector, this $1 coin from 2006 is worth considering. Next up, we explore fascinating coins from around the world and discuss their unique features and market values. Today, we have an exciting coin to talk about: the Monticello Jefferson nickel, dated 1974, with the D mint mark and in very fine condition. The Jefferson nickel has a long and storied history in the United States coinage. First minted in 1938, this series was introduced as a tribute to the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The obverse or front side of the coin features a detailed left profile portrait of Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. This portrait remained largely unchanged until the early 21st century, becoming one of the most recognizable designs in American coin history. On the reverse, you'll find a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site today. Schlag's rendering of Monticello emphasizes the neoclassical style architecture that Jefferson was known to favor. The name Monticello is inscribed above the building, and below it, you can see the denomination 5 cents in the country's name, United States of America. The D mint mark, indicating that this coin was minted in Denver, is located on the right side of the building, just below the inscription. Now let's dive into the collector's market value of this specific coin in 1974 with D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition. But before we get into numbers, let's discuss what very fine condition means in numismatic terms. A coin in very fine VF condition shows moderate wear. The high points of the design are smooth, but all major features are still clear and sharp. There may be some light wear on the highest points of Jefferson's hair and the Monticello building, but the overall details remain intact. When it comes to Jefferson nickels from 1974, they are quite common in circulation due to their high mintage numbers. Over 277 million were produced at the Denver Mint alone. However, finding one in very fine condition today can still be a challenge, as most have been subject to years of circulation wear and tear. So, how much is a 1974 with D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition worth in today's collector market? The value of a coin like this can vary depending on a few factors such as demand, market trends, and individual collectors' interest. Generally speaking, a 1974 with D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition can range between $80,000 in retail value. The real value of such a coin lies in its potential for appreciation over time and its place within a complete Jefferson nickel collection. High-quality specimens, especially those graded higher than very fine, can fetch even higher prices, sometimes up to several dollars or more, if they are in uncirculated condition. As mentioned, the condition is a major determining factor. Coins in better conditions, such as extremely fine EF or uncirculated unk, will always command higher prices. The D mint mark indicates the coin was minted in Denver. The mint mark can still play a role in its value. Look out for error coins. Jefferson nickels with double die errors, off-center strikes, or other unique minting mistakes can be worth a significant premium. While the 1974 with D isn't tied to a major historical event, Jefferson nickels as a whole are collectible due to their connection to one of America's founding fathers and their enduring design. If more collectors are looking to complete their Jefferson nickel collections, this coin could see a rise in value, especially for higher grade examples. So is it worth holding on to your 1974 with D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition? Absolutely. The Jefferson nickel series is a cornerstone of American numismatics and a complete set and investment plus. You never know how the market will change in the future. Demand for certain coins can increase as new collectors join the hobby. If you have a 1974 with D Jefferson nickel in your collection, take good care of it, store it properly, and keep an eye on the market. You might be surprised by how the value evolves over time. Next up, we'll be exploring the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 2009, a coin that may seem small in size but holds significant interest in the collector's market. We'll be discussing its history, what makes this coin stand out, and of course, its collector market value in dollars today. So if you're interested in adding one of these coins to your collection or already own one and want to know how much it's worth, stick around. Let's start by taking a step back to understand the context behind the 2009 UK 1 penny coin. The 1 penny coin, or penny as it's commonly referred to, is a part of the decimal currency system in the United Kingdom. Decimalization occurred in 1971, and since then, the penny has become a staple of everyday transactions, but it also holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. The 2009 penny is especially interesting because it was part of a major redesign in UK coinage. In 2008, the Royal Mint introduced a new reverse design for its coins. The new design featured different sections of the Royal Shield of Arms spread across various denominations, with the full shield appearing when all the coins were placed together. The 2009 UK 1 penny, in particular, features a section of this Royal Shield design. This modern and symbolic change sparked renewed interest in UK coins, particularly those from 2008 and 2009, when these changes were first implemented. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 2009 United Kingdom 1 penny coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. His initials, IRB, appear just below the Queen's neck. This portrait was widely used on UK coinage from 1998 to 2015, making it a common but cherished image of the Queen during this period. On the reverse side, the 2009 UK 1 penny coin features the lower part of the Royal Shield, a design by Matthew Dent, which was introduced as part of the aforementioned redesign in 2008. It's a striking, modern take on British heritage, symbolizing strength and unity. Before we dive into its current market value, it's important to understand how condition plays a role in determining the value of any coin. When it comes to coin grading, collectors rely on a scale that ranges from poor to mint state. The coin we're discussing today is in fine condition. What does that mean? A coin in fine condition has seen some circulation and shows noticeable wear on the high points of its design. However, the details are still clear, and there's no major damage like deep scratches or dents. For example, on the 2009 UK 1 penny, you might notice that the Queen's features and the edges of the shield design are slightly worn, but overall, the coin is still presentable. Fine condition is a common grade for circulated coins, but it remains attractive for collectors who seek specific designs or years, especially if they are hunting for a complete set of Royal Shield coins from 2008 onwards. Let's talk numbers. So how much is a 2009 United Kingdom 1 penny in fine condition worth in today's collector market? As of today, the collector value of a 2009 UK 1 penny in fine condition typically ranges $38,000. The 2009 United Kingdom 1 penny in fine condition may be the rarest or most valuable coin in the world, and it holds a unique place in the history of British coinage. Its connection to the redesign of the Royal Shield series and the significance of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait make it a highly collectible piece, especially for those building a full set of modern UK coins. If you happen to have one of these in your collection, it's a great piece to hold on to, as its value could continue to rise over time, and if you're missing the 2009 penny from your Royal Shield collection, now might be the perfect time to find one. Next up, we're looking at a fascinating coin from the United Kingdom, the 5 new pence from 1979, specifically in very good condition. If you have one of these coins or are curious about its collector's value today, you've come to the right place. So let's break it all down, starting with a bit of background history on the coin. Now, the 5 new pence coin, which was first introduced in 1968, was part of the decimalization of the British currency system. Before 1971, the UK used a system based on pounds, shillings, and pence, an old structure that was complex and a bit confusing by today's standards. When decimalization occurred, coins like the 5 new pence replaced the pre-decimal shillings but maintained the same size and value equivalents for a brief time. Let's take a look at the design of the 1979 UK 5 new pence coin. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. The Queen faces right, wearing the laurel wreath crown, and her royal title surrounds the portrait Elizabeth II DG. Reg FD 1979, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, you'll see the badge of Scotland, a crowned thistle, which is the national flower of Scotland. The words new pence are inscribed at the top, with the numeral 5 positioned below the thistle, making this a simple yet elegant design that coin collectors love. The thistle itself is a nod to Scotland's proud heritage. Now, you might be wondering, why is this coin so special and what's its value today? Well, while the 5 new pence coin was a common circulating coin in the UK at the time, finding one in very good condition can make it more desirable to collectors. The 1979 version is considered a rare coin by any means, but as with all collectible coins, condition plays a huge role in determining value. A coin in very good condition means it shows some signs of wear, but all major details are visible. This condition is far from being in mint state, but it still holds collector interest, especially if you have one that has been relatively well preserved. And over time, as fewer and fewer of these coins remain in collectible condition, their desirability increases. Alright, let's get down to what you've all been waiting for. What's the current market value of a 1979 United Kingdom 5 new pence in very good condition? Now, as of today, prices for this coin can fluctuate depending on the collector's market and the exact condition. In general, a 1979 UK 5 new pence in very good condition might fetch anywhere $78,000 on the open market. It's important to note that while this is a high-value coin like some rare or older coins, it still holds value for those building a set of UK decimal coins from the 1970s. So, there you have it. The 1979 United Kingdom 5 new pence in very good condition may make you rich, and it's still a great piece of numismatic history and could certainly be a valuable addition to your collection. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or simply hold on to it, knowing its value and place in history is key to being an informed collector. Next up, we're diving into one of Australia's unique and often overlooked coins, the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin. This coin, in very fine condition, has become a sought-after piece among collectors. But what makes it so special, and how much is it worth today in the collector's market? Stay tuned as we explore the history, features, and current market value of this fascinating Australian coin. Before we delve into its value, let's talk about the history and background of the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin. This coin is part of the regular circulation coins released by the Royal Australian Mint. The Australian 50-cent coin first entered circulation in 1966, and over the years it has undergone several design changes and special commemorative releases. However, the 1999 version remains notable for its classic design and historical significance during a period of stable production. This coin features the iconic dodecagon shape, a 12-sided polygon which is distinct to Australian 50-cent coins. It replaced the earlier round 50-cent piece, which was withdrawn from circulation in 1969 due to the rising cost of silver. The obverse side of the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin showcases the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by renowned artist Ian Rank Broadley. This particular portrait of the Queen was introduced in 1998 and continued to be used on Australian coins until 2018, making it a defining feature of this era's currency. On the reverse side, you'll find the Australian Commonwealth coat of arms, which has been a standard feature on the 50-cent coins since 1966. The coat of arms includes the symbols of the 6 Australian states, supported by a kangaroo and an emu, both of which are iconic animals in Australian culture. The 1999 coin bears the original design without any special commemorative markings, giving it a timeless appeal among collectors. Now, what makes the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin in very fine condition stand out in the world of coin collecting? Well, while this coin was produced in substantial numbers, finding one in very fine condition can still be a challenge. Circulated coins tend to accumulate wear and tear, making high-grade pieces like those in very fine condition, extra fine, or uncirculated particularly valuable to collectors. Coins that are classified as very fine show only minimal signs of wear, For the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin, this means you can still see most of the details on the coat of arms and the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The sharpness of the edges and the luster of the coin play a crucial role in determining its grade and, consequently, its value. So, how much is the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin worth in today's market? The value of any coin depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. For the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin in very fine condition, the current market value in the collector's market is generally in the range of $100,000. While this may seem like a significant amount, it's important to note that the value can fluctuate based on the overall demand for Australian coins, as well as global economic conditions. Many collectors seek these coins for their historical relevance and unique design, making them a staple in any Australian or Commonwealth coin collection. Several factors influence the value of a 1999 Australian 50-cent coin. As we've mentioned, a coin in very fine condition will show only minimal wear and maintain a good level of detail and luster. The better the condition, the higher the value. While the 1999 coin is particularly rare in terms of mintage, coins from this period that have been preserved well are increasingly difficult to find. The demand for Australian 50-cent coins has seen an uptick in recent years. As collectors focus on building complete sets, high-quality coins from the late 90s are being sought out more frequently. Although this coin isn't tied to any specific commemorative event, it represents the stability and continuity of Australian currency design, making it a valuable addition to any collection. If you're looking to add the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Look for coins with clear and sharp details. Avoid coins with heavy scratches, dents, or signs of corrosion. While the 1999 coin isn't prone to counterfeiting, always buy from reputable dealers or sources to ensure you're getting a genuine piece. Use a coin holder or album to store your 50-cent coin, protecting it from further wear and tear. This will help maintain or even increase its value over time. Keep an eye on collector forums, auction sites, and coin dealer catalogs to stay updated on the current value and demand for the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin. The 1999 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition might not be the rarest or most expensive coin out there, but it certainly holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Its classic design, historical significance, and increasing demand make it a worthy addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin offers a great opportunity to explore the rich history of Australian currency. So, what are your thoughts on the 1999 Australia 50-cent coin? Do you have one in your collection, or are you planning to get one soon? Let us know in the comments below. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of Australian coins to spotlight one of the most unexpected treasures in modern numismatics, the 1993 Australian 5-cent coin. It may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but don't let its size and denomination fool you. This little gem holds big value in the collector's market today. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, you won't want to miss this breakdown of what makes this coin so unique and why it's catching the attention of numismatists around the world. So, let's dive in. Let's start with some background information. The 1993 Australian 5-cent coin was minted by the Royal Australian Mint. Here are its basic specifications. Metal composition. The coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a shiny silver appearance. Weight. The coin weighs 2.83 grams. Diameter, 19.41 millimeters. Edge. It has a plain edge, like most other 5-cent coins in Australia. Obverse design. The obverse side of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which is a common feature on Australian currency. The 1993 version of the portrait was designed by Raphael Makloff, showcasing the Queen's profile. Reverse design. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic echidna, a unique Australian animal, designed by Stuart Devlin. This design has been featured on all 5-cent coins since the coin's inception in 1966. So what makes this particular coin from 1993 so special? Well, it comes down to its rarity and condition. Although the Royal Australian Mint produced millions of 5-cent coins each year, the 1993 issue had a relatively low mintage of approximately 10.2 million coins, making it more scarce than other years. The value of the 1993 Australian 5-cent coin has been steadily increasing in recent years, especially for coins that are in pristine or extra fine condition. There are a few key reasons why this coin has captured the attention of collectors. Low mintage. As I mentioned earlier, the 1993 Australia 5-cent coin had a significantly lower mintage compared to other years. While 10.2 million might seem like a large number when it comes to coins, it's considered relatively low, especially when factoring in the coins that have been lost or damaged over time. For collectors, the condition of a coin is paramount. A coin graded in extra fine XF or even higher can fetch a substantial premium over its face value. Coins in extra fine condition have minimal wear and retain most of their original luster and detail. This is where things get interesting for the 1993 Australia 5-cent coin. Due to its scarcity and low mintage, finding one in extra fine condition is particularly challenging, which drives up its value. The 1993 Australia 5-cent coin has become a sought-after piece for collectors looking to complete their sets of modern Australian coins. Because it is one of the key dates for the 5-cent denomination, its demand has been rising steadily. Now, let's talk numbers. Just how much is a 1993 Australian 5-cent coin worth today? As of today, the market value for this coin can vary significantly depending on its condition. In average circulated condition, the coin might be worth only $50,000. For coins in extra fine condition, the value increases substantially. You could expect to see these coins valued anywhere between $140,000, sometimes even more. The reason for this jump is that collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that have retained most of their original features. Several factors can influence the value of a 1993 Australian 5-cent coin, such as grade of the coin. The grade or condition of the coin is the most crucial factor. Coins graded as extra fine, almost uncirculated or uncirculated, will fetch higher prices. As more collectors become aware of the coin's scarcity, demand has been rising. This has led to an increase in value over the years. Historical significance: as one of the lower mintage years for the 5-cent coin, the 1993 issue holds a special place in Australian numismatic history. For those of you looking to identify whether your 1993 Australia 5-cent coin is in extra fine condition, here are some tips. Look for minimal signs of wear on the high points of the coin, such as the queen's crown or the tips of the echina's spines. The fields of the coin should have only minor scratches or blemishes. Check for a strong strike, meaning that all the details of the design are sharp and clear. The coin should still have a good portion of its original luster or shine. If your coin meets these criteria, then it could very well be an extra fine or even higher grade piece. If you have a 1993 Australian 5-cent coin and you're looking to sell it, there are a few avenues to explore. Just make sure to take clear, high-quality pictures and provide an accurate description. Reputable coin dealers can provide a professional assessment of your coin's condition and may offer to buy it directly from you. Attending a local or regional coin show can be a great way to connect with other collectors and dealers who might be interested in your coin.in summary. The 1993 Australian 5-cent coin might be small in size, but it's big in value, especially if you have one in extra fine condition. It's low mintage, combined with the difficulty of finding one in high grade, makes it a true collector's item. If you're lucky enough to have one, you may want to hold on to it, as its value is likely to keep climbing. So next time you come across some old Australian change, be sure to check for this big gem. Next up, we're diving into a special Australian coin that might be sitting in your collection, or perhaps even tucked away unnoticed. It's the Australia 20-cent coin from 1978 in extra fine condition. This coin has been catching the eye of collectors lately due to its rising value in today's market. So if you want to know more about this coin's history, its unique features, and what makes it so valuable, stay tuned. Let's start by talking about the history of this coin. The Australian 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia switched from the pound system to the decimal currency system. The 20-cent coin replaced the old florin coin and became a key part of Australian currency. The coin we are discussing today is from the year 1978, which was part of the second decade of decimal currency production in Australia. While this might seem like an ordinary coin, it has a few unique characteristics that make it stand out among other 20-cent coins. One key reason this coin is valued by collectors is its relatively lower mintage compared to other years. In 1978, only about 57 million 20-cent coins were minted, which might sound like a lot, but it's actually less than the numbers produced in many other years. Now, let's take a closer look at the design and features of this coin. The obverse, or the front side, of the coin features the iconic effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen. This particular design of Queen Elizabeth was used from 1966 to 1984 on Australian coins, making it a significant part of the Queen's long-standing presence on the country's currency. On the reverse side, you'll find a unique design that makes the 20-cent coin instantly recognizable: the image of a platypus swimming, with water ripples surrounding it. This distinctive depiction of the platypus was designed by Stuart Devlin, who was the goldsmith and jeweler to Queen Elizabeth II. The detailed artistry and craftsmanship of Devlin's design are what give these coins their timeless appeal. When it comes to coins, condition is everything. For our focus today, we're looking at the 1978 Australia 20-cent coin in extra fine condition. Now, what exactly does extra fine mean? A coin in extra fine condition shows only minor wear and retains most of its original luster. You'll notice slight wear on the highest points of the design, like the queen's crown or the platypus's detailed features. The coin's fields, or the flat areas, should also be mostly clear of major scratches or dents. This condition is highly sought after by collectors because it represents a coin that has seen only minimal circulation and still maintains its visual appeal. So what is the value of a 1978 Australia 20-cent coin in extra fine condition today? The answer might surprise you. a coin in extra fine condition can significantly increase its value. As of today's collector market, the value of this coin in extra fine condition can range from $110,000. Depending on the overall quality and market demand. However, keep in mind that coin values are constantly fluctuating. For example, if you have a coin that has an exceptional strike, is free from blemishes, or has a brilliant luster, the value could potentially be even higher. There are several factors that can influence the value of a 1978 20-cent coin in extra fine condition. Rarity. While the 1978 Australia 20-cent coin is considered rare in the strictest sense, finding one in such well-preserved condition is relatively uncommon. This makes extra fine coins more desirable to collectors. The coin's condition is crucial. Even small nicks or scratches can reduce its value. Coins that have been carefully stored and preserved over the years will always command a premium. The coin market can be quite unpredictable. If a particular year or design becomes more popular among collectors, prices can skyrocket. Currently, there's an increased interest in Australian decimal coins, which is driving up the values of certain issues. Error coins, always keep an eye out for errors or variations. A small minting error can make an otherwise ordinary coin extremely valuable. While the 1978 Australia 20-cent coin isn't known for any significant errors, it's always worth checking closely. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1978 20-cent coin in extra fine condition, here are a few tips. Authentication. Make sure you get your coin authenticated by a reputable dealer or grading service. This ensures that both buyers and sellers know exactly what condition the coin is in, which helps in setting a fair market value. Sometimes visiting a local coin shop can provide insights into the market and even get you a better deal than selling online. So there you have it, the Australia 20-cent 1978 coin in extra fine condition. It's a beautiful piece of numismatic history that's growing in value as collectors seek out well-preserved examples. If you have one of these coins in your collection, it might be time to take a closer look and see if it's in extra fine condition. Who knows, you might have a valuable piece in your hands. Next up, we're going to talk about a coin that's often overlooked but holds a lot of interest for collectors, the Australian 10-cent coin from 2001 in extra fine condition. What makes this seemingly ordinary coin so special, and why is it attracting big dollars in today's collector market? Let's dive in and find out. The 10-cent coin has been a mainstay in Australia's decimal currency since 1966. When the country shifted from the pound system to the current dollar system, the design of the 10-cent coin has remained largely consistent throughout the years. Featuring an image of a lyrebird on the reverse side, an elegant bird known for its incredible ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. But what makes the 2001 version of this coin particularly noteworthy? Well, it all boils down to its limited mintage and a few key factors that have elevated its status among collectors. The 2001 Australian 10-cent coin may not seem particularly rare at first glance, but there are a few details that separate it from other years. First, the year 2001 saw the production of coins with both the regular portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and a commemorative version. The commemorative version, which was issued to celebrate the centenary of Australian Federation, featured a slightly different design. However, today we are focusing on the standard issue 10-cent coin from 2001. In terms of physical characteristics, the coin is made of coppernickel, weighing 5.65 grams with a diameter of 23.60 mm. Its milled edge and the lyrebird design remain unchanged, but it's the rarity of coins in extra fine condition that makes them particularly attractive to collectors today. So how much is the 2001 Australian 10-cent coin worth today, especially in extra fine condition? Here's where things get interesting. Coins in extra fine or uncirculated condition can command much higher prices. The value of a 2001 Australian 10-cent coin in extra fine condition generally ranges between $87,000, depending on factors like mint, luster, surface condition, and overall eye appeal. However, in some cases, particularly through specialized dealers, this is significantly higher than the coin's face value, making it a valuable piece to have in your collection. Now, you might be wondering why a 10-cent coin would reach these price points. There are a few reasons. Finding coins from 2001 that have been preserved in such high condition can be a challenge. Most of these coins have been in circulation for over 20 years, and naturally wear and tear will affect their appearance. This makes extra fine and uncirculated coins much more desirable. Australian coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins in superior condition, especially from the early 2000s. As collectors try to complete their sets, the demand for high-grade 2001 Australia 10-cent coins has steadily increased. The presence of the commemorative 2001 Australia 10-cent coin has also indirectly affected the value of the regular issue. Collectors often seek both variations, and having one without the other can create an incomplete set. This interplay between the two designs has helped push up the value of the standard issue coin as well. The year 2001 was significant for Australia, marking the centenary of Federation. Even though the coin itself doesn't bear a commemorative sign, it still represents an important period in the country's history, adding a bit of historical value to it. If you're considering adding a 2001 Australia 10-cent coin to your collection, or are curious about the value of one you already own, it's important to know how to identify an extra fine condition coin. Here are some tips. In extra fine condition, the feathers on the lyre bird should be distinct and well defined, with minimal signs of wear. The hairlines and crown on Queen Elizabeth II's portrait should show only slight wear, and the field should be relatively free of scratches and marks. Extra fine coins often retain some of their original mint luster, which gives them a slight shine when held under light. If you think your coin meets these criteria, it might be worth getting it professionally graded, as this can significantly increase its market value. In conclusion, while the 2001 Australian 10-cent coin might seem ordinary at first glance, its potential value in extra fine condition makes it a fascinating piece for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, keeping an eye out for high-quality examples of this coin could pay off in the long run. Next up, we're focusing on a coin that commemorates an important global event and holds significant value in the numismatic community: the Australian $1 coin issued in 2001 for the International Year of Volunteers. If you have this coin in your collection, it might be worth more than you think. So, let's take a deep dive into its history, design, and its current market value. In the year 2001, Australia, like many other countries, celebrated the International Year of Volunteers as designated by the United Nations. This global initiative aimed to recognize and promote volunteer efforts across various sectors, highlighting the contributions of those who selflessly dedicate their time and skills to help others. To honor this, the Royal Australian Mint released a special edition $1 coin, which quickly became a favorite among collectors due to its unique design and historical significance. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which appears on most Australian coins. The reverse side, however, is where the real artistry comes to life. It showcases a group of stylized figures holding hands in a circle, symbolizing unity and cooperation, key values of volunteerism. This design, created by Wojciech Petronik, beautifully captures the essence of community and collective effort. The 2001 International Year of Volunteers $1 coin is made of aluminum bronze, with a diameter of 25 millimeters and a weight of 9 grams, while the Royal Australian Mint struck millions of these coins for general circulation. Only a limited number were minted in higher quality finishes like proof and uncirculated versions, which makes them particularly valuable to collectors. Now let's talk about what everyone's really curious about: the current market value of this coin. The value of a 2001 Australian $1 International Year of Volunteers coin can vary significantly depending on its condition. A standard circulated coin in fine condition typically sells for around $50,000. But here's the exciting part: if you own a proof version of this coin, you could be looking at a value of anywhere between $100,000 depending on demand and rarity. Some proof coins even come in special presentation cases, which can further increase their value. The value of this coin has been steadily increasing over the past few years. Collectors have shown growing interest in commemorative coins with historical significance, especially those that support humanitarian and global causes like this one. As a result, prices have risen steadily, making it a potentially lucrative investment for those who own it. So how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your collection? First, check the year and design. Make sure it's the 2001 International Year of Volunteers edition. Next, examine its condition closely. The fewer scratches, dents, or signs of wear, the more valuable it is. And finally, if you have a proof or uncirculated version, keep it in its original packaging, as this can significantly boost its value. In summary, the Australian $1 International Year of Volunteers 2001 coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a tribute to the spirit of volunteerism and community service, depending on its condition and rarity. If you have one of these coins, it's definitely worth holding on to or getting it appraised. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating coin that has piqued the interest of collectors around the world: the 1964 with D. Monticello Jefferson nickel. And not just any 1964 with D nickel. We're talking about a very fine condition coin with a unique green shade that gives it an eye-catching appeal. Could this be the gem hidden in your coin collection, worth more than you think? Let's find out. Before we get into its current market value, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin special. The 1964 with D. Jefferson nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark on the right-hand side of Monticello's dome. During that year, the United States Mint produced a massive number of Jefferson nickels. In fact, 2,787,400,000 nickels were struck at the Denver Mint alone. So at first glance, it may not seem like a rare coin, but there's more to the story. What truly sets this coin apart is its unique green shading. Over the years, the composition of nickel and copper used in this coin has undergone natural chemical reactions, resulting in a distinctive patina that gives the coin a greenish hue. This can occur when the coin has been exposed to certain environments, perhaps stored in a particular type of holder or exposed to moisture. While some collectors may see this as a flaw, others view it as a characteristic that makes the coin more visually interesting and unique. The condition we're discussing today is classified as very fine, meaning it still retains a lot of its original detail despite circulation. In this state, the coin's primary features, such as Jefferson's profile on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, remain sharp and recognizable. But the real question is, does this green shading add to its value? To understand its value, it's essential to consider the historical context. The 1964 Jefferson nickel was minted during a significant period in U.S. history. This was the height of the Cold War era, and 1964 was the final year the U.S. Mint used the older design specifications for the nickel before making slight changes to the die in subsequent years. As a result, this coin represents a transition period in American numismatics. A very fine condition coin is highly sought after by collectors because it shows minimal signs of wear and has a lot of its original details intact. Unique patina, the green shading, while it may not appeal to everyone, can make the coin stand out in a collection. Some collectors are specifically interested in coins with distinctive patinas or unusual colorations. Rarity in this condition, even though millions of 1964 with D nickels were minted, finding one in very fine condition with a unique green shade is rare. After surveying the current market, we found that these coins, depending on the strength of the green shading and overall appearance, can range anywhere from $100,000 for casual collectors. However, coins with exceptionally strong green toning and minimal wear have been known to fetch upwards of $150,000 at auctions. So, if you have one of these nickels sitting in your collection, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. The unique patina might just be what sets your coin apart from the rest and drives up its value. So what should you do if you own one of these coins? First, make sure to have it graded by a professional grading service. Getting a certified grade will authenticate the coin's condition and patina, making it more attractive to serious buyers and collectors. Additionally, if you plan to sell it, consider listing it on specialized auction platforms like heritage auctions or Great Collections, where rare and unique coins often fetch higher prices. Its unique green shade and very fine condition can significantly enhance its value. Keep an eye out for these hidden gems, as they could be worth much more. Have you come across any interesting Jefferson nickels in your collection? Next up, we're diving into the world of British coinage, specifically the United Kingdom's 1 penny coin from 2015. You might be surprised, but even small coins like this can carry substantial value in the collector's market, especially in extra fine condition. In today's video, we'll explore the history, significance, and the current market value of the 2015 UK 1 penny in extra fine condition. So, if you have one of these coins or are simply curious, stay tuned. First, let's start with a bit of background. The United Kingdom's 1 penny coin has been part of the UK's decimal currency system since 1971. Over the years, this small copper-plated steel coin has undergone several design changes. On the obverse, or the front side of the 2015 UK 1 penny, we have a striking portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Jody Clark. This portrait became the 5th definitive portrait of Her Majesty used on British coins, making it a significant piece for collectors. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic image of a section of the Royal Shield of Arms. The 1 penny is part of a series of coins where different denominations together form the full shield when arranged. The 1 penny occupies the bottom right portion of this shield, making it instantly recognizable. Now, when it comes to coins, the condition is everything. The value of a coin increases dramatically based on its condition, and that's where grading comes into play. A coin in extra fine condition means it has seen only a slight amount of wear. The main design features are still sharp and well-defined, and even the highest points of the coin have minimal signs of wear. There might be small nicks or minor scratches, but overall, it's a near pristine coin. Collectors love coins in extra fine condition because they retain much of their original detail and luster, which makes them highly desirable. You might be wondering, why would a 1 penny coin be worth anything more than its face value? The answer lies in collector demand and rarity in high grades. While billions of pennies are minted each year, Not all survive in extra fine or better condition. Many of them go through circulation and get worn down quickly. The 2015 UK 1 penny, while common in general, becomes more valuable when it's found in higher grades like extra fine or uncirculated. This is because collectors and numismatists are often looking to complete high-grade sets of coins, especially from the decimal era of UK coinage. That's where the value of these coins starts to increase, especially in niche markets. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the current market value of the 2015 United Kingdom 1 penny in extra fine condition. At present, a 2015 UK 1 penny in extra fine condition is valued $28,000. So, is it worth collecting the 2015 UK 1 penny in extra fine condition? Collecting high-quality examples of modern coinage is a great way to start a collection or complete a set. Over time, the value of these coins could increase as they become harder to find in pristine condition. Plus, there's always the potential for the coin's design or history to become more popular among collectors, driving up demand. There you have it, folks. The 2015 United Kingdom 1 penny may be a small coin, but in extra fine condition, it's definitely worth more than its face value. Whether you're new to collecting or a seasoned numismatist, keep an eye out for high-grade examples of modern coins like this. You never know when they could become valuable additions to your collection. Next up, we're taking a deep dive into one of the classic pieces of British currency, the United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1970, in very fine condition. This coin, although small, holds a fascinating place in the history of UK coinage and the collector's market. If you've got one of these in your collection, stick around as we explore its features, history, and most importantly, its current market value in dollars. Before we jump into the market value, let's start with a bit of history. The 1975 new pence coin was part of the United Kingdom's transition to the decimal system, a monumental change that began in 1968 and culminated in 1971. The introduction of the 5 new pence was a significant shift from the old shilling coins, which were in circulation for many decades prior. The 1970 issue was a special one. It was actually part of a coin set produced just before Decimal Day in 1971, marking the last year of the old pre-decimal system. This coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Muchine. On the reverse, we see the crowned thistle, a symbol of Scotland, which ties this coin to the traditions of the United Kingdom's monarchy and national heritage. Now, when we talk about a coin being in very fine condition, it means that this coin has been well circulated, but it still retains most of its detail. There might be some light wear on the higher parts of the design, but overall, it's in pretty decent shape for its age. Coins from 1970 that are still in very fine condition are sought after by collectors for their historical value and their relatively limited mintage. So what makes the 5 new pence 1970 stand out to collectors? Well, for one, it was never intended for regular circulation. It was only issued as part of the UK's official coin sets. This makes it somewhat rarer than other decimal coins produced for everyday use. The fact that it's over 50 years old also adds a certain allure for collectors looking for pieces that mark important shifts in a country's coinage system. Now, on to the big question you've been waiting for: what is the current market value of a 1970 United Kingdom 5 new pence coin in very fine condition? Prices for this particular coin can vary depending on where you're buying it from or how much demand there is at the time. As of today, if you have this coin in very fine condition, you're looking at a market value of $78,000. However, prices can fluctuate based on factors like the specific collector's market, condition, and rarity within certain collections. In some cases, a full set of 1970 decimal coins can fetch higher prices, especially if they're in mint condition or still sealed in their original packaging. So is this 1,970 UK 5 new pence coin worth adding to your collection? Absolutely. While its current value may make you a millionaire, it holds immense historical significance as a pre-decimal relic and a part of Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. Plus, as time goes on, its value could rise, especially if it remains in very fine or better condition. To preserve its value, make sure you store your coin properly. Use acid-free coin holders or albums to protect it from dust and corrosion. Even small steps like avoiding direct handling or keeping it in a climate-controlled environment can make a huge difference in maintaining its condition over time. Next up, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of Australian coins and exploring the collector value of the Australia 50-cent coin from 2004. If you have one of these coins lying around or are simply interested in the story behind, we'll discuss everything from its design, production details, historical significance, and most importantly, its collector market value today. So, sit back, relax, and let's uncover what makes the Australia 50-cent 2004 coin so special. The Australian 50-cent coin is one of the most iconic denominations in the country's currency system. Introduced in its current 12-sided shape in 1969, it replaced the original round 50-cent coin, which was withdrawn due to the rising cost of silver at that time. Since then, the 50-cent coin has become a canvas for commemorative designs that celebrate Australia's rich culture, history, and achievements. Now, what makes the 2004 edition particularly interesting is that it features the standard coat of arms design, which was reintroduced in 1999 after several years of commemorative issues. However, what truly makes this coin worth discussing is its relatively low mintage compared to other years and the high demand from collectors in the current market. Let's take a closer look at the design and specifications of the 2004 Australia 50-cent coin. The coin is made of a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a shiny silver appearance. It has a diameter of 31.65 mm and weighs approximately 15.5 grams. The distinctive 12-sided shape not only makes it visually unique but also helps it stand out from other denominations. On the obverse front side of the coin, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, which was introduced in 1999, shows the Queen facing right and is surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II along with Australia 2004. The reverse back side of the coin showcases the Australian coat of arms, which features a kangaroo and an emu holding a shield with symbols representing each state of Australia. The intricate details of this design make it a favorite among numismatists. The mintage for the 2004 Australia 50-cent coin was significantly lower compared to other years. In 2004, only around 20.7 million of these coins were produced. It's relatively low when considering that some other years saw mintage figures exceeding 60 or even 70 million. As a result, this particular coin is not as frequently found in circulation today, making it more appealing to collectors. When it comes to valuing coins, condition is everything. The grading system used by collectors ranges from poor to mint state, with intermediate grades such as fine, very fine, and extremely fine. The Australia 50-cent 2004 coin we're focusing on today is in very fine condition. This means it has light to moderate wear, but most of the details are still sharp and clear. The luster may be a bit faded, but the coin still retains much of its original appearance. Coins in very fine condition are highly sought after because they strike a balance between affordability and aesthetic appeal. They are typically more valuable than coins in lower grades but don't command the high prices of mint-state coins. Now for the most anticipated part, what is the collector market value of the Australia 50-cent 2004 coin in very fine condition today? The value of this coin depends on various factors such as market demand, rarity, and the specific condition of the coin. As of today's market, a 2004 Australia 50-cent coin in very fine condition can fetch anywhere between $85,000. While this may sound like a huge amount, it's still several times its face value, which is quite impressive for a relatively recent coin. The value can go even higher if the coin has some unique features like a minting error or a high level of detail retention. The reason for its value lies in a combination of its scarcity and the interest it generates among collectors. The Australian 50-cent coins are popular worldwide, and certain years like 2004 tend to draw more attention due to their lower mintage. Additionally, coins from the early 2000s are beginning to age, making them more desirable as they become harder to find in pristine or very fine condition. If you're a collector looking to add the 2004 Australia 50-cent coin to your collection, here are a few tips. These coins can sometimes still be found in circulation, so keep an eye on your pocket change and look out for the 2004 date due to its unique shape. The edges of the 50-cent coin are often worn down. A coin with less wear on the edges will typically be in better condition and have a higher value. While it might be tempting to clean a dirty coin, this can actually decrease its value. Collectors prefer coins with their natural patina intact. If you're buying online or from a dealer, make sure to check the seller's reputation and try to get a coin that has been certified by a professional grading service. So there you have it, a deep dive into the Australia 50-cent 2004 coin and its value in today's collector market. While it may be the most valuable coin out there, its appeal lies in its relative rarity and the significance it holds for both new and experienced collectors alike. As time goes on, the value of this coin is likely to increase, making it a great addition to any collection. Next up, we have something really special for you. We're going to dive deep into the fascinating story and collector value of the Australia 5-cent coin from 1992. But we're not just looking at any ordinary coin, we're focusing on one in extra fine condition. So if you have one of these tiny treasures in your collection, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. This small but significant coin may seem like just pocket change to some, but in today's collector market, it's creating quite a buzz. So let's explore what makes this coin so valuable and what it's worth in dollars today. Let's start by understanding the origins of the Australia 5-cent coin. The 5-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 as part of the decimal currency system in Australia. It replaced the pre-decimal 3-pence coin and has been a staple in Australian wallets ever since. However, not all 5-cent coins are created equal. The 1992 version has some unique characteristics that have caught the eye of collectors. In 1992, the Royal Australian Mint, produced this coin using copper-nickel material, and the coin features the iconic image of an echidna, one of Australia's most distinctive native animals. Designed by Stuart Devlin, this echidna has been a symbol of the Australian 5-cent coin since its inception. But what makes the 1992 coin stand out? It's the relatively low mintage numbers. The Royal Australian Mint only produced a limited quantity of 5-cent coins that year, which adds a layer of rarity to this seemingly ordinary coin. Now let's talk about the design and specifications. The 1992 Australia 5-cent coin has a diameter of 19.41 m and weighs 2.83 grams. The obverse, or front of the coin, features the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Machlouf. Meanwhile, the reverse side showcases the echidna with its long snout and spiky body. Surrounded by the denomination 5, this design has remained largely unchanged over the years, making it an instantly recognizable piece. But what truly elevates the value of a 1992 Australia 5-cent coin is its condition. What is extra fine? When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. So what does extra fine condition actually mean? A coin graded as extra fine shows only minor signs of wear. This means that most of the coin's design elements are still sharp and clear. For the 1992 Australia 5-cent coin, an extra fine condition would include a clearly defined declined queen's portrait, with most hair details intact, and an echidna with minimal flattening or smoothing on its spikes and fur. These minute details make a huge difference in the coin's market value. Coins in extra fine condition are far more desirable to collectors because they retain the beauty of the original design while showcasing the passage of time. So how much is an Australia 5-cent 1992 coin in extra fine condition worth today? Well, this is where it gets exciting. The value of such a coin can vary widely depending on market demand and availability. On average, a 1992 Australia 5-cent coin in extra fine condition can sell for $145,000, but in some cases, depending on the buyer's interest, rarity, and overall appeal of the coin, prices can go even higher. Not bad for a coin you might find at the bottom of your change jar. What makes it valuable? Why is the 1992 Australia 5-cent coin so valuable though? It all comes down to supply and demand. The low mintage of the 1992 edition makes it scarce, while the demand from collectors looking to complete their sets and investment drives up the price. Plus, finding one in extra fine condition is not easy as most of these coins were heavily circulated. The coin's historical significance, coupled with its scarcity and condition, makes it a prized piece for collectors. Now, if you think you have one of these coins lying around, how can you be sure it's in extra fine condition? First, take a close look at the details on both the obverse and reverse sides under good lighting. Look for minimal signs of wear, especially on the queen's hair and the echidna's spikes. If you do have one in extra fine condition, consider storing it in a protective coin holder or a mylar flip to prevent any further wear or damage. Proper preservation can maintain or even increase its value over time. If you're looking to sell a 1992 Australia 5-cent coin, it's best to get it professionally graded to maximize its value. Coins graded by reputable agencies tend to attract higher bids from serious collectors, and if you're considering investing in Australian coins, keep an eye out for rare dates like this one. It's a great way to build a collection with long-term value potential. So, there you have it, the fascinating story and collector value of the 1992 Australia 5-cent coin in extra fine condition. Who knew that something as small as a 5-cent coin could hold so much history and value? Next up, explore the Australia 20-cent coin from the year 2000. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin can have a substantial value depending on its condition and a few unique features. We'll break down why the 2000 Australia 20-cent coin has gained attention, what makes it so special, and most importantly, what it's worth in today's collector market. First, let's discuss some background on the coin itself. The Australia 20-cent coin features an iconic design by Stuart Devlin, showcasing a platypus swimming across the coin's surface. This design has been a staple of the 20-cent coins in Australia since 1966, making it a familiar sight for many. However, not all 20-cent coins are created equal. The year 2000 is notable for a particular error that has captured the interest of collectors worldwide. This error, known as the double-headed or mule error, occurred when a 20-cent reverse was mistakenly paired with a 10-cent obverse die, creating a coin with a unique appearance. But even if your coin doesn't have this error, there's still plenty of value to be found in high-quality 2000 Australia 20-cent pieces. Now, let's take a look at some specific features. The obverse of the coin bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, while the reverse, as mentioned, features a swimming platypus. But it's the details and the condition of the coin that can significantly affect its value. When determining the value of a 2000 Australia 20-cent coin, collectors and dealers pay close attention to its condition. One of the most sought-after grades is extra fine, or EF condition. But what does extra fine mean? In extra fine condition, the coin shows only slight wear on the highest points of the design, and all details are still sharp and clear. The luster may be slightly diminished, but there are no major scratches or damage. To the untrained eye, an EF coin might look almost brand new, making it highly desirable for collectors who want a coin that's been well preserved. A 20-cent coin from 2000 in extra fine condition will have clear, distinct lines on the queen's hair and facial features, and the intricate details of the platypus should be well defined. So if you have a coin that meets these criteria, you're in luck. Now, let's talk numbers. The value of the Australia 20-cent 2000 coin in today's collector market can vary significantly depending on its condition, but in extra fine condition, it's currently valued at anywhere from $100,000. This might seem like a fortune. Even without the mule error, a regular 2000 Australia 20-cent coin in extra fine condition is highly sought after due to its limited availability in high grades. Coins in lesser conditions, keep in mind that these values are influenced by the overall demand and market trends. If you think you might have an Australia 20-cent 2000 coin in your collection, here's how you can check its condition. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the details closely, looking for signs of wear on the queen's portrait and the platypus design. Be sure to handle the coin carefully, preferably with gloves, to avoid adding any scratches or fingerprints. To preserve your coin's condition, store it in a protective holder or a coin album, away from humidity and direct sunlight. Proper storage can go a long way in maintaining its value over time. So, there you have it. The Australia 20-cent 2000 coin may be the rare coin out there. Its value in extra fine condition makes it a worthy addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for this coin and others like it. Who knows, you might have a valuable piece sitting unnoticed in your change jar. Next up, we're exploring an often overlooked gem in Australian currency, the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin. This coin, when found in very fine condition, has a surprising collector market value that might just make you think twice about those spare change jars sitting around at home. Before we jump into its market value, let's take a brief look at the history and significance of the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin. This coin is part of Australia's decimal currency series, which was first introduced on February 14, 1966. The change to decimal currency marked a significant shift from the traditional British system of pounds, shillings, and pence. The 10-cent coin has featured the same iconic design since its inception, showcasing the image of a lyrebird on the reverse side, a bird native to Australia, known for its extraordinary ability to mimic sounds. On the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, which was used on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984. The reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, features the majestic lyrebird, a symbol of Australian wildlife. The 1974 issue of the 10-cent coin does stand out due to its historical context and the quality of surviving specimens. Now, let's talk about value. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The grading system, ranging from poor to mint state, determines a coin's desirability and ultimately its value. For a 1974 Australia 10-cent coin, grades like good or fine might not fetch much more than face value. However, when you find this coin in very fine condition, its market value can increase significantly. In a very fine condition, the 1974 Australia 10-cent coin will have light to moderate wear on the high points, with all details of the lyrebird still clearly visible and only minor signs of circulation marks. This type of condition is highly sought after by collectors because it retains much of the original luster and design integrity. So, what can you expect if you're looking to buy or sell a 1974 Australia 10-cent coin in very fine condition today? Well, the market value for this coin has shown a steady increase in recent years due to growing interest in vintage Australian currency. Depending on factors like market demand, the presence of any rare errors, and the overall appearance of the coin, you can see these coins listed for anywhere between $100,000 $1,000 in very fine condition. One thing to keep in mind is that not all 1974 Australia 10-cent coins are created equal. Certain error coins, like those with double strikes, die cracks, or off-center minting, can be much more valuable. These errors are rare and add a unique aspect to the coin, which collectors are often willing to pay a premium for. So, is it worth hunting for a 1974 Australia 10-cent coin in very fine condition? Absolutely. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is a fantastic example of Australian numismatic history. Its increasing market value reflects a growing appreciation for coins from this era. Be sure to check your own collections or spare change for this little treasure. You might just have a valuable piece sitting right under your nose. Next up, we're diving into a special commemorative coin, the 2005 Australian $1 coin that marks the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. This coin is more than just a piece of metal, it represents a pivotal moment in history. We'll be discussing its design, historical significance, and its current value in the collector's market, especially for those in fine condition. Let's get started. Before we discuss the coin itself, let's take a quick look at the history it commemorates. World War II, which lasted from 1939 to 1945, was one of the most significant events of the 20th century. It reshaped countries, economies, and societies. The end of this war in 1945 marked not just the cessation of hostilities, but the beginning of a new era for Australia and the world. To celebrate the 60th anniversary of this momentous occasion in 2005, the Royal Australian Mint released a special $1 coin. This coin serves as a tribute to all those who served and sacrificed during the war and is now a cherished piece for numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. The 2005 Australia $1 60th anniversary of the end of World War II coin has a captivating design that makes it stand out. On the obverse, you have the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which is common for Australian coins of this era. The reverse, however, is what truly makes this coin special. It features a symbolic image of a dove, representing peace, with an olive branch in its beak. Below the dove, the text reads 60th Anniversary End of World War II, along with the year 1945 to 2005. This unique design captures the essence of the coin's purpose, celebrating peace and honoring those who lived through those challenging times. The coin is made of aluminum bronze, weighs 9 grams, and has a diameter of 25 millimeters. Its edge is milled, giving it a distinct texture. The finish of the coin is a lovely golden hue, which makes it highly appealing for display purposes. The 2005 $1 World War II commemorative coin had a limited mintage. It's the rarest coin in circulation. Its historical significance and attractive design have made it a sought-after item in the collector's market. Coins in fine condition, like the one we're discussing today, are relatively harder to find, as most of them have seen circulation and show wear and tear. This adds to the coin's allure, as collectors are always on the lookout for pieces that are in better shape. Now, let's get to the part everyone is curious about: the current market value of this coin. The value of any coin is influenced by several factors such as rarity, condition, and demand. The 2005 Australia $1 commemorative coin in fine condition generally holds a decent value among collectors. On average, a coin in fine condition might be valued at around $100,000. However, coins in better conditions, such as very fine or extra fine, can fetch significantly higher prices. If you're a coin collector or someone interested in acquiring this piece, here are some tips to keep in mind. Check the condition. Look for coins that have minimal wear and retain their original luster. Avoid coins with deep scratches or visible damage, as these will be less valuable. Verify authenticity. As with all collectible coins, ensure that you're getting an authentic piece. Look for reputable dealers or marketplaces with good reviews. Preserve properly. Once you have your coin, store it properly in a protective case to maintain its condition and prevent any further wear or tarnishing. Follow market trends. Coin values fluctuate based on market demand and collector interest. Keep an eye on online marketplaces, coin auctions, and collector forums to stay updated on its value. The 2005 Australia $1 60th anniversary of the end of World War II coin is not just a beautiful commemorative piece, but a symbol of peace and a reminder of history. Its current market value, especially in fine condition, makes it an affordable yet valuable addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this coin is a wonderful piece to consider, both for its historical significance and its growing demand in the market. Next up, we're going to dive deep into a coin that has intrigued collectors for decades: Kwanzaa Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1960, featuring the D Mint mark. If you have one of these coins, you might be sitting on something worth more than just 5 cents. We'll explore the history, features, and most importantly, the collector's market value of this coin in very fine condition. So let's get started. The Jefferson nickel series started back in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel design. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The year 1960 was a significant one in U.S. history, and the mint continued producing millions of these nickels to keep up with the growing demand. Now, what makes the 1960 with D nickel special? For starters, the D Mint mark indicates that it was minted in Denver. During this time, the Denver Mint produced a little over 192 million nickels. Finding a well-preserved specimen in very fine condition can be a challenge, which adds to its value. Let's take a closer look at the features of the 1960 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel. Obverse front, you'll see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Take note of the sharpness of the details, especially around Jefferson's hair and the lettering "In God We Trust in Liberty 1960. The D Mint mark can be found just below the year on the right side. Reverse back. The reverse showcases Jefferson's iconic home, Monticello, with the words E Pluribus Unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. In very fine condition, you should still be able to make out the details on Monticello's dome and the pillars, even if some wear is present. Metal composition: the 1960 with D nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a total weight of 5.00 grams. The condition of the coin greatly impacts its value. In very fine VF condition, the coin will show moderate wear on high points like Jefferson's hair and the Monticello's dome, but the major details should still be well defined. Now let's talk about what everyone's really interested in: the value of this coin in today's collector market. For a 1960 with D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition, there are a few factors that influence its worth. Condition: coins in very fine condition are considered mid-tier in the grading scale. This means that while the coin may have some visible signs of wear, it still has plenty of detail and remains an attractive specimen for collectors. There is consistent demand among collectors who want to complete their Jefferson nickel sets. The demand for high-quality specimens has increased over the years, contributing to its market value. Finding one in very fine condition is less common than finding circulated or lower-grade coins. This makes VF specimens relatively scarce in the market. Based on recent sales and market trends, a 1960 with D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition can be valued between $110,000. This may seem like a fortune. It's a significant premium over its face value of just 5 cents. Higher grades, such as extra fine or uncirculated, can fetch even higher prices, sometimes reaching several dollars or more. But can a 1960 with D nickel be worth even more? The answer is yes, under certain circumstances. Though proof Jefferson nickels weren't struck at the Denver Mint in 1960, collectors sometimes mistakenly identify highly polished or well-preserved specimens as proof coins. Always authenticate your coin before assuming it's a proof. Collectors place a premium on Jefferson nickels with a full steps designation. This refers to the steps on Monticello being completely visible and uninterrupted. While finding a 1960 with D nickel with full steps in very fine condition is unlikely, if you do, its value can be much higher. So what should you do if you have a 1960 with D Jefferson nickel? Make sure you have a professional grade the coin if you believe it's in very fine condition or better. Even slight differences in grading can affect the coin's value significantly. Carefully examine the coin for any signs of errors. Check for double dies, misstrikes, or any irregularities that might increase its value. Preserve the coin's condition. If you're holding onto your coin, keep it in a safe, dry place, preferably in a coin holder or album. Avoid cleaning it, as this can reduce its value. Research recent sales. The coin market can be volatile, so research recent auction prices for similar coins. The 1960 with D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition may make you rich overnight. It still holds a respectable place in the coin collector's market. Its historical significance, coupled with its intricate design, makes it a beloved piece for many numismatists. And who knows? If you have one with an error or an exceptionally high grade, you might just have a hidden treasure. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to stay updated with more content like this. What other coins would you like me to cover? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting.